What up, what up? I was not Ricochet. I was not beautifying so much as making a last minute decision to grab a cup of coffee. Which, I don't feel like I need it, but what's a stream without it, right? Okay, so Rouge was in here first. He gets the points allocated. Why are you so early? Live stream, why? It's a day stream, man. We've got, after this, we got 6 more. So, I kept the nighttime music. We can do the daytime music. It's just, there's not that many songs on it, so it starts repeating after like 15. But then Swarlos was next. Polymation, Alyssa, Arcade. Who else? Shane is in here. Jellyface, Commander Fox. Ricochet, of course. Jam. Rob. Pandaman Pete. Tobias is in here. Gone Luffy. Mutamat is in here. What up, dude? Be Kind Rewind. Al Pacino Killer. Oh my goodness. Dr. Lafort. Amino. Man, we got everybody in here. B. Daniels, what's up, sexiness, dude? I'm so excited. I've been doing a little bit of testing. So here's the way we're gonna do this. We already got links out. I know for a fact, oh, am I roboting? Let me know if I'm roboting. I hope not. Roboting? And we're back, and we're not roboting. Okay, the only thing is, super high gain. Yeah, it's when the audio driver gets overloaded. I'm gonna try it one more time. If not, we're gonna have to maybe Skype if we have to. So the way we're gonna do it is, I know there were a couple peeps in For Loki that were gonna be here in the chat, and I'd love to have them on voice chat too, because I'm sure they've done a lot more testing than I have. Well, I mean, I'm sure they've done additional testing. Let me try one more time to jump into this Discord thing. Hopefully it's not... You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to pause the music while I do this. Go down. Okay, are we good? Robot? Yeah, robot, huh? Robot, huh? I can tell. It is. Let me jump out. Am I still roboting? Her down? Still roboting? Yes? No? Yes? Maybe so? Yes? No? Maybe so? Ooh, you know what? I can show him. All right. Oh, how about now? Still robot? Robot? No robot? Are we good? Pop a... Man, we need a robot, no robot thing. Are we still roboting? Because we're going to have to definitely do Skype if that's the case. Check. Yeah. You're good. We're good? Okay. Nice. Okay, perfect. That's probably the easier way to do it then. There's 2 places I can reset. I tried the second one. Okay. So we're going to test this this beta thing. And see what it's all about. I did do some, well, a bunch of rank ups. The only thing is you run out of gold at some point. There were a few others I wanted to rank up to test. Some just because I want to test certain champs that I'm considering rank 5ing, and some because I think they'll be good for map 5. Obviously, we can't rank up 6 stars. So the ones, you know what I would really like? I'd like to have Gulk up at 565, but I'm running low. I'd like to have Mephisto up at 565, King Groot up at 565. Heck, I'd even really like to have Superior Iron Man and Star-Lord up at 565, and then I'd like Corvus at 565 for me. Ooh, and Angela at 565, and Red Hulk because I only have him as a 125 6-star, but it's too much stuff. You run out of gold. We're By the way, we got the go-ahead. I know Brian had checked with them and they said it's okay to stream the beta. That's the reason we're streaming it. And I know you guys know this, but it's a beta, right? So a lot of this stuff could change. None of this stuff is final. Did take Ultron up too to test him against Omega, but he's no good because he bleeds him all the time, right? So we had ISO and gold, dude. Me too. Well, I've still got gold and ISO, but getting close. I'm getting close. Ooh, Brian's in here. Pete's in here. Pete, do you, no big deal if not, but are you around? Do you want to hop on call? Obviously, it offers open to Nick and to Brian and to anybody else who's gotten to do any of the other influencers that have gotten to do some testing. Kate is an Android confirmed. Yes, correct. When I want to switch, we switch. Leave for work in 10 minutes, dude. No worries, no worries. Those are fives. I know. Where's the map 7? So when you first go in, it's under event quests, map 7. And so for moi, I've been doing some day 5ing. Now I was testing OG Vision, and I was testing him with the Beardo synergy as well, for that Omega, but it's not enough to bring an extra like it doesn't justify bringing an extra defender in there just to test. I'm liking Archangel so far, for some of the stuff that, you know, obviously that he's good for, where they can be bled and poisoned. Ghost Rider at R5, obviously he's a beast. OGV plus Beardo's dope, yeah, for sure, but you only have 3 slots for the whole map. So for those people that haven't seen the map, and we may get crashes, I don't know if it's super stable. It's been okay so far, except like when I switched into it right before the stream, it crashed. But here's what map 7 looks like. This is an example of what day 5 would kind of look like. PIs, etc. Now, ooh, this is the Omega I was talking about. I didn't even look at this Omega here. I guess he is the mini for same kind of nodes. Lionheart, Aggression Regen, yeah, same kind of thing. Kingpin's still the main boss. And then I wonder if he goes up in PI if there are globals coming or nodes coming to him that once you take him down, his PI goes up, because that seems like day 5 PI for a boss, 98k. Although I guess, you know, it's just you're having to go through the rest of the map and really it's variant difficulty. Well, it's not quite variant difficulty. It's just going to be much more strategic as far as I can do the dance in about 10 minutes. Nice, let's do it. The no pants dance, I'm guessing, because ooh, my pants are over there. Although I'm shorted. I'm shorted up. I'll show you. Shirts. What can you do? What can you do? Okay, yeah. So we will do that, but let's look at some of the nodes. Some of them are fine. Some of them are pretty challenging, right? So, tyranny, villainy, aggression, cruelty, those aren't bad. This is usually the path I've been taking to get to the first Omega. Force of will, so that's ability accuracy reduction. Enhanced abilities. Again, it's not too bad for some of these paths. That's a standard blade path. Archangel's been crushing it too there. Ghost Rider, he's gonna crush too. It's one of those things where R5s would be nice to have a team of R5s. Should be perfectly doable with R4s. It's just gonna be, you know, longer fights and all that, and then you have to plan. In going to Omega, generally I've been going through one of these two, right? So Overclocked is weakness to everyone but Tech, and then Split Atom, everyone but Mutant. And this Omega is a pain in the butt, because basically would be reversed. Their healing gains 200% potency, and Defender deals 100% of their attack as direct damage to the attacker over 5 seconds. So he's anti-void. He's an aggression regen kind of champ where you have to kind of hang back, and is anti-void. I don't know if the minis are going to switch for map 7, or if it's pretty much going to be permanent. Omega permanently? I'm not really sure. I'm guessing Kingpin Stan. Yep, there's Infinity Man. We got all the fun defenders, it seems. Let's look at what they have. So that's those 2 paths. Let's look at Limber Caltrops power gain. Caltrops path's not too bad. Brawl, man. What the H? Brawl is going to be interesting. Brawl and Strike Back. Enhanced armor up and oh, at least he's not on Brawl. Jeez, Infinity Man on Brawl would be, yeah, no way bringing 550s. There's I don't see anybody getting through this with a team of 10 people bringing 550s. Map 7, it's not going to be meant. In fact, my feeling is, I don't know, man. Maybe some people are going to be doing 7x5. It's probably, the high-end alliances are probably going to be doing 7x5, but I have a feeling that some of the top 20s that are used to doing 6x5 right now and getting through fine are not going to complete. Not all of them, but I have a feeling that some will not. So, you know, let's try it with 550s. We can try it with oh no, oh wait. First of all, I only had like 12 550s. Second of all, I sold all my 4-stars. There's no way this is sold all my 4-stars for this to get more gold to rank up 5-stars. It's made for 5-stars. All the materials they give you are 5-star rank up materials. Okay. Although again, I didn't even have any good regeners at 550 except maybe Ghost Rider as a 4-star. A lot will not. Yes, that's true. Okay, so let's look. Brawl Strike Back. Man, all this Brawl stuff is gonna be holy F. Brawl, I guess is Brawl an active or a passive? There's gonna be so much planning involved. If you guys are in this thing, I really recommend you start planning out paths and stuff. A lot of stuff could change. It's just the beta, but you start planning out paths and doing all that now. Because it's compared to war planning, it seems like this initial can't touch this. That's even more evade. Compared to war planning, the initial planning for these paths seems like it's going to be much more intense. My Brawl is always active. Bearded Defender, dude, I don't doubt it. Man, so many peeps in here. Brian's gonna jump on in about 10. Nick, obviously you're welcome to jump on if you want. Pete's got to go to work, but we wanna kind of talk through. Let's take them one by one. So we looked down there. You got a bunch of Brawl. Cornered, heavy-handed. That's like the least of our worries. Cornered. Caltrops, not a big deal. Enhanced abilities. This stuff seems to be fine. Okay, let's go top. Let's go top. Ooh, nullify abilities, shatter. Nullify abilities, shatter their targets, dealing 1300 direct damage. Ooh, you better not be going in against that Doctor Strange with a champ with a lot of buffs, because you can get shattered. You can get shattered. Maybe don't run Ghost Rider with the Fury up against that Doctor Strange. Okay. Okay, let's look up here. Top left. Man, it's such a maze right now until we get used to it. Power Shield, Arc Converter, damage by special attack, and Stark AI is active. Gains 1 bar power. Okay, I think they've had that before, right? I think they have. Let's look. Special one bias, Bubble Shield. It's fine. Up here, second line. War Machine's equipped with a second line of equipment for multiple empty the clip triggers. Oh man. He's gonna be hitting pretty hard through block. Start of the fight, and every 30 seconds, Hela gains Fury. Upon activating a Fury, Hela becomes unstoppable for 5 seconds. Oh my god. I guess nullifiers against that. Hey, you know who's gonna be good for some of these active buffs? Break out your 5-star Doctor Stranges. Don't have to worry too much about planning around the nullify. Safeguard. Safeguard's fine. Just going with bleeders. Hand special 1 and can't touch this. Man, start saving pots. Start saving pots if you think you and your alliance are gonna be doing 7x5. This is kind of what day 5 is gonna look like. Okay, so we've got most of that right up there. Mutant Pursuit. Yeah, you probably don't want to go. Ooh, they've got one for everything but Cosmic. Ooh, dang. Uses duration of target's debuff effects by 50%. That's pretty much. Ooh, crit resistance for skill. Yeah, you probably just want to take him with a Cosmic. Maplock Super Cray. Yeah. How many in a team? It's gonna be 10 peeps. 10 peeps. Right? Nothing's changing about that. 10 per battle group. Looks like BG's Hyperion rank up was a good call. Yeah, definitely. I think Hyperion, so far, just in terms of like the main clear, you're probably going to need, and this is just early stuff from looking at it, you're probably going to need specific answers to specific nodes, but, and it is kind of a maze right now. It's just kind of figuring out, I guess. Man, I wish the screen was a little bit bigger, but this mini takes you out to the sides, and then I guess probably the sides take you. Oh no, the sides all take you to the mini. All people go through these two. Okay, and then you come from the outside in. So Ghost Rider, Hyperion, they seem like super solid lane clears as far as like your main dudes that you're gonna use. I wouldn't be surprised to see X23 make an appearance once people have their prestige sorted. Omega Red is no joke, dude. I agree. So anybody that's also tested, feel free to offer suggestions. Move Dex against Doctor Strange too. Map 7 sounds cheap to run. Oh yeah, Dex as well. Oh my god. Or you just bring Beardo and just all you do is just parry heavy. Oh my gosh, dude. Ugh. Who else do I see? Man, I really want to get. So there's a few more. If we weren't running low on gold, there's a few more champs that I really wanted to sort. I think any alliance that's running through this should coordinate on rank ups because you're gonna run out of gold, and you want everybody getting to test different people. So the way they have it worked out is they give you the initial gold and the initial ISO, and then you go to the store and you can awaken and sig up whoever you want to sig up. Just obviously to test them out. So that in itself takes you know a bunch of time just to get everyone ranked up. Omega Mephisto combo could work well there. I did get Mephisto up to rank 4. So Mephisto, Gulk I wanted to get to rank 5. King Groot I wanted to get to rank 5 to test. Angela I wanted to rank up to test. She's a pretty unique like damage sustainability option or combo. Star-Lord, I would have Superior Iron Man. I would have 565 just to test. Nobody else really that I kind of, because you're gonna need some sustainability. Nobody else that I really wanted to. Maybe Red Hulk. There's some paths that have Incinerate. So I had awakened him preemptively, my 5-star, just to start maybe testing him. But it's a good idea to start planning now and to start doing that. So looks so sick, dude. It looks nuts. I have Angela at rank 5 and she's a monster. Wait, so that's what I'm like. My whole thing is, I mean, her fury is just so insane already that it seems like she would be a great option for ending fights relatively quickly, while regenning all the time. Okay. So I feel like we're getting a little distracted. So we looked at these. First one bias. We looked at the top left. It's really, there's going to be a few. It seems like there's going to be a few. Incinerate 30. Incinerate damage on the attacker, draining 100. Yeah, so you're going to need Incinerate immune. Rolk would be a good option there. Rolk would be a good option there. That whole Incinerate lane. Oh, there's just a couple. Because Rolk's secondary damage is physical damage, not energy damage for Bishop. Demiak, what's up, dude? Could a Sig 200 Angela counter that Doctor Strange? Isn't Angela's Sig only for... I may be wrong. Isn't it only for... what's it called? You tried joining the lobby for a sec. Yes, although we had some weird robot issues earlier, so I'm a little hesitant to try to switch. I can try, but it might mess up our audio driver. Okay, let me try. Brian? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Brian? Brian? I can see you talking, but I can't hear it. Can you guys hear Brian? I see you mute. I don't know. I can't hear it, but I can see it. Bueller, can you guys see him or no? Nope, no BG on this end. Okay, okay. Interesting. Interesting stuff. I'm gonna hop back into influencer zone. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I couldn't hear you at all. If you want, we can do a DM if that's easier. But isn't okay? So for I thought okay. So I thought Angela's was only for tech, right? Is that confirmed? I thought her stuff was only from tech. Ability, her buff from being nullified. Angela, and even against LOL Doctor Strange, her stick ability was useless. Okay, okay, okay. So it's not just for tech. For some reason, I thought it was just a tech ability. Let's just try the DM thing. Let's try it. Let's try it out. Let me. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, we need to be friends. We're not friends. It says here that we're enemies, so we need to mend that relationship first. Brian?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now.
The sound is all messed up for me still. I don't know what's going on.
What do you mean? Like you're hearing me as a robot or something? Oh, weird. I can hear you. Can you guys hear Brian on your end? Enemies with benefits. Correct. That's what it's saying. Can you guys hear Brian on
yeah, well, it sounds like you have a voice translator. That's like a 90s dial-up modem. That's how you're sounding to me right now. Okay, so it's you're hearing me kind of like a robot. Something like that, maybe. Let me try to disable one more time. Hold on one sec. Okay, is that better? Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me now? Okay, let me see. I won't say whether or not I can hear Brian, but I'll say this. I have become significantly more moist. I think I can read that code. I think I know. Demiak here's Brian loud and clear. We hear BG. Okay. Can you hear me better, Brian? Maybe? Maybe? 100% less damage while the attacker has less. Man, some of these paths. Attacker has less than 3 buffs applied to them. These buffs can be the same type. Holy butt. Holy butt. Less than 3 buffs. That means you need champs at a. Is it debuffs? This defender takes 100% less damage while the attacker has less than 3 buffs applied to him. So you want to take champs with buffs like Angela. Dude, Angela seems like she might be a great rank up for this stuff. I really want to get her up to. I'm gonna have to choose very carefully. I really want to get her up to 565. I'm gonna leave. Not working at all. Oh, that's so weird, dude. Do you want to try influencers on one more time? And if not, we can maybe just jump on Skype. Are we good? We're not roboting out. We're good. So I'm fine on stream, but the Discord call is all jacked up. Dang. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna close Discord and then restart it. All right, so let me do that. I'm gonna restart Discord. Show us your max 565s again. I'm gonna show you right now. Yeah. I did. I wish they would just give you more ISO and gold. They gave you plenty, but it just in order to be able to test all of them. Are we good? Robot? No robot? Are we good? Okay, now can you hear me? It's working.
Are we good? Okay, I just had to restart Discord, I guess. Are we good in chat? Can everybody hear okay in chat? No robot?
I'm probably going to be quiet for people. Sorry in advance to everybody. There's nothing I can really do about it.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I can try. I think you're at max here. All right, I'm going to turn down the music in my ear a little bit more because
so I can hear you better. Do this. So have you gotten to dig in yet, or no? I just kind of started this morning. All last night was mostly like starting to rank up and stuff. It takes a while, but
I did a very small amount of testing last night,
okay.
like 5 fights or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And all I could say is, oh man, I'm so happy that I ranked up Hyperion.
Yeah, it's serious stuff. I feel like everybody's gonna need at least one solid, and this is very preliminary because you're gonna have to like analyze every lane and see what you need. I feel like they probably did structure every lane to be able to be countered with a certain champ, maybe, or a certain couple.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to be very diverse. So it seems like you're gonna need a solid clearer, and then kind of answers to particular nodes. How much time do you get per fight? So the time per fight is actually pretty long. It's something like 15 minutes maybe in this beta, which right?
I think some of the fights don't even have a timer on them.
Yeah, minis.
And I think some of them have 15.
Minis didn't have, at least the Omega one that I was fighting didn't have any. Who are for your your initial thoughts on things? Who are you liking as a clear, or who do you think is going to have a lot of value as of all the regeners?
The best? I don't know. I mean, Hyperion's definitely up there. I would have to see some Ghost Rider gameplay.
Ooh, let me dig in
really
with Ghost Rider, dude. His so I never had him at R5. He was always like plenty and an AQ beast at R4, but when you get him to R5, his regen is almost 1k per tick.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
It's insanity. So
5-hit combo is just like how much of a percentage?
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. So to me, let's try to get the. And the only problem with this node is it's like villainy and tyranny, so it doesn't get any power. But should I get hit? Let's get hit a little bit. I'll just get hit into the block. Can I even take combo from Ghost?
I like what B-Manny said here. They said, no more time commitment than map 6. I've got a Molotov cocktail that's gonna hold them to that. I mean, I'm sure they meant like energy requirements probably, because yeah, these fights are gonna take longer.
Yeah, oh for sure. It's and a bunch of planning initially. I mean, if you thought the planning for map 6 was bad initially, oh man, like this. The good news is, I don't know, it just seems like, okay, so let's try out this region now. The good news is that once you well, let's 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you see that? 6. Okay, that took me from wherever I was. It was 6 hits.
You're at 84% or 83 when you first started that. Holy crap.
Yep.
Pretty nuts.
So yeah, it is crazy. So I feel like everyone's gonna need a solid, at least one solid clear. But there's just so much stuff. We'll keep looking at the nodes after this. Actually, let me quit out of here because I wanna look at the rest of them. I've been liking Archangel a lot too. It's just sustainability wise, but he's just ending stuff so quick. That's been pretty nice. This Hood, this MODOK, although obviously you can take Blade on this path. I think Blade's still gonna have a ton of I mean, even Emorgy still does. People
Blade's
like
gonna be really good.
People are like, Blade, whatever. I'm like, not Blade, whatever. Blade's still like top 5. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna be super useful in here.
So I think okay, let's keep looking at these nodes. So buffed up, that's defender takes 100 less damage while the attacker has less than 3 buffs. So that tells me like Hyperion's gonna be great there because it can be that buffs are the same type. Angela.
Yeah. So that's like the path that I went down, and I was just kind of picking a random path, and I was like, oh wow, okay, so Hyperion's good here, and then I was trying to think of other champions, and was thinking like, wow, certain champions are gonna have a real hard time.
Yeah, it's gonna be slow fights. This path is degen, so just you need a solid regener there.
Oh man.
Yeah. Let's see.
0.6 at least, so it's not the.
Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, 0.6%. Then down lower right is Vigor. Hardly even know her. That one's fine. I mean, obviously the minis are made to counter Void, the aggression regen ones.
So what qualifies as a mini? Because I heard you say an Omega Red. I haven't had a chance to look.
So I
too
think,
much.
yeah, I think all paths kind of lead to this gate right here in section 1. Sorry, not that gate. Well, to this little. I'll show you. If you go from here, right, they all lead to this little spot, which leads to Omega, and then you got to get through Omega to get to the next section, and then this takes you to the next section, and then you have to get through Omega here at the end. Everyone kind of converges. You have to get through Omega here at the end to get to the next section, and then the next section just goes around. Excuse me, and everybody kind of gets to Kingpin.
Okay. I fought that first Omega that you were talking about. If that's the mini boss, then that fight's really not too bad.
Who did you take him with?
Hyperion.
Okay, so Hype did well there. I was doing OGV. I haven't tried Golk yet, but really with Golk, the strat, you just have to slow play while you're getting spores on you until he gets his L2, and then you can kind of lay in.
Okay.
But because that's the only, the passive stuff that counts. I don't think the spores activate Face Me without the L2 aura.
Yeah, probably not. I used Void there just for fun, just to see what would happen, and yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah,
it sounds
healing
like for like 4,000 per tick or something.
Sounds like he's a hard counter to kind of that heal reversal. So it seems like heal block is gonna be good.
Yeah, I don't think the Despair Mastery helps either, but I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, that'd be an interesting thing to test. We could probably test that for other champs, even for champs like OG Vision or something. But let me exit out of here. So to me, I was trying OG Vision, but you have to slow play a lot, right? Because you can't keep getting 1 or 2 spores on you and sitting by. You're heal blocking him, you're controlling it, but you can't be sitting close to him and taking damage little by little, because it's still a pretty slow fight with him, and you'll just die before he does.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much sacrificing. I'm sure it can be done. I tried him a couple times and maybe got him. Well, first time I made a mistake when he was about half health, but it's just such a slow paced fight. And the second time, I think he was below half or about there, and I just died to spore damage. So you kind of have to, like, a few hits and out. Wait for him to come to you. A few hits, heal block him, out. It's a very slow fight with him.
I think Sentinel's gonna wreck that fight, and I think Darkhawk would do well too.
Ooh,
just
nice.
They're both robots, and robots class advantage, and they both have heal block.
Good call. Ooh, and Destroyer said Iron Man Infinity War could heal block with the SP1, right? Correct. But I do remember, so mine's unduped. He's rank 4, and I don't. Just off the bat, I will say I am terrible at playing him offensively because I've never cared to. He's just seems so slow in arena, even when I do play him. But I remember during Omega Red's event quest trying him against Omega Red, and the fight was so slow, even with the heal blocking, because of the damage. I don't know. I probably don't know how to play him for enough damage, but maybe I'll take my Darkhawk to AQ instead of defense. Ghost Rider synergy, regen, heal block, robot, perfect for Omega. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, Darkhawk does have the Ghost Rider synergy too. I could see a few Darkhawk, Ghost Rider teams for sure.
You can even throw Venom into the mix, who has a synergy with Darkhawk too. That's actually really good. And Venom would be good for those fights where you have to have multiple buffs active, maybe. Especially if there's like a Spidey character on one of those or something. Yeah,
that's interesting. Do you think you'd have enough? You basically just have to be clearing with Ghost Rider then, or I guess Darkhawk. He's got his regen as well. Are you liking his regen? I've gotten to do minimal testing, but I'm worried about not being able to switch phases easily enough, you know, to be.
I think it's decent enough. You just gotta do. You basically get to a special 2, activate your special 2, and then you get to a special 3 in like
pretty quick.
I don't know, like 15 or 20 hits or something like that. So then you activate the special 3
Gotcha.
and kind of just rinse and repeat between the special 2 and 3.
Okay, okay.
Like a 11 or 12% heal or something like that.
Yeah, and I guess if you get to almost an SP3 when you launch that SP2, that'd be even quicker to move between them. Do you have a 2015 Cosmic Gem? No Venom though. Oh, gotcha. OG Viz with Void Synergy for attack. Yeah, there's probably spots where Void is good. It's just not the mini yet. Well, at least from what I've seen. Actually, let's rank up this Gulk.
No, yeah, it's definitely not.
Yeah, let's rank up this Gulk to. Man, it's just tough because like I don't have that many rank ups left. You know, when they give you stuff to rank up as you please, you're just like, what? What did I do?
I mean, you could just do day 1 stuff with like rank 4 champions or something, you know?
Oh, that's true. That's a good call. That's true.
I haven't actually ranked up any champions yet.
Yeah. I feel like because it's only for 5 days, because I was like, man, I shouldn't sell any 4-stars. I might need some for synergies and all that. And I was like, F that, man. No 4-stars are running through this. So I just went kamikaze to get more gold and stuff. But probably it's definitely not the prudent thing to do. But we don't have that much time. Okay, so let me rank him up. Stop by driving like Doc. What's up, dude? Till now I was thinking you sold all your 4-star champs, just realized it's the beta account. Oh yeah. No, yeah, on the beta account. No. Don't ever sell champs on your regular account.
You know who else I think is gonna be good here? I know Panama Pete's gonna like this. Venom the Duck.
Ooh, dude.
For the path where you need buffs, because you have crazy sustainability with him.
Yeah.
With the healing and the super high heal block.
Yeah,
sorry, not heal block. Perfect block.
Yeah.
Good damage output.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be good, actually.
It seems like we have had some champs that are not like Darkhawk, Venom the Duck, that weren't just designed with AW in mind, kind of, you know, maybe in anticipation for this. Because I don't know, like Venom the Duck is, you know, I mean, he needs the build up, right? But this is kind of
a little bit
perfect for it.
Not much at all.
Yeah. I mean, more so than you would be comfortable doing in war, I guess is what I mean.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It seems like he was more
on the
designed
path,
for this stuff maybe, which is pretty sweet. But what about Beardo? You know what, with Beardo, so I did try Beardo for some stuff. Beardo's great, but he has no sustainability, right? With Beardo, even if you're taking him against stuff that's okay, that where he's a good fit, and there's no like DOT or anything like that because he doesn't have any sort of regen, I guess the question you have to ask yourself is, am I confident I'm never gonna miss a parry throughout this entire map? You know, because if you miss a parry with how high a PI they are, I mean, a 5-hit combo, and I mean, you've got one more parry you can afford to miss, you know? So that's kind of the only thing. Yeah, let's try it. Let's go day 1. Let me bring in Gulk. Let me bring in. The only problem is, like, just to get to the first Omega, it's still that dumb decreased. You need a mutant on one side, and you need a skill champ on the other side, I believe. So let me do Blade, Gulk, OG Vision, and let's just get to this Omega.
You think OG Vision's gonna be good in this place?
Well, so I just want to try him against the Omega Red. I guess if you're saying hype worked well, though, I guess you probably wouldn't bring someone that's low damage. Like, you wouldn't need I kept thinking, like, we would need a very specific champ, you know, for Omega. But I guess if hype's working, hype seems to be one of the MVPs to rank up.
I mean, you know, you're definitely gonna need. like not every champion's gonna work against them, that's for sure. But I don't think they made it so specific where like you have to have an exact counter, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I guess like Star-Lord you could slow play, and there's a few, but it's just there's some champs. I think because you only get the 3 slots that you do, and some paths require very specific champs, you kind of got to break out the Swiss Army knife champs, you know, like who are gonna.
I think Ghost Rider can do that. Oh no, because well, a lot of your damage comes from that bleed, I suppose, which is not really something you want to do. I guess.
It's really not. Even if you do the Fury at the end, the Fate Seal's not going to Fate Seal a passive regen. The Damnation, does the Damnation do it? Maybe it does. Does it stop regen? Maybe it does.
I don't know, but yeah, after I thought about the bleed, because that would be a lot of your damage, so,
and then you're gonna get his aura going too. But all right, almost there. Take She-Hulk, Kamala, and Hulkbuster. Easy game, easy life. Yeah. So with these 4-stars that I sold for gold, I had 3, beta 5-star pulls, and they were all just crappy champs. So I was like, yay. Because what if you pull a void or something in the beta, you're like, it isn't real. So
dude, I've got a bunch of 5-star crystals that I've been holding on to, and I don't know what to do. Like, do I pop them on the beta or not? Because if I pulled like double Sentinel or something like that, I would just cry.
Yeah, well, the good thing though is if you do pull like a newer champ you were wanting to test, then you have the opportunity to test them. And sig them up and rank them up and test them in map 6 and stuff, right? So I think it's a good idea to, while you have this environment, to do it and get to test. But it would suck though for sure to get the champ you've been after. Is this Is map 7 gonna infinitely scale? Do we know, or is it one of those where it's capped like map 6 was before? Well, still was this last
I think it's
series.
gonna infinitely scale. I don't know if they've officially said or not, but I would imagine this place is built to infinitely scale.
Really? Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah. What's your hunch as far as like, do you think people are gonna be? Do you think the top alliances? Because here's the thing: back in the day, the top alliances, it was like, oh, prestige, and they can run map 6 and all this. I don't know that there's going to be too many alliances that are going to breeze through 7x5, and it's a whatever, a foregone conclusion, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be too many alliances doing it. I think there will be a few, and what I think is going to happen is most alliances, like nearly all the alliances, are like. All right, let's say the top 10, right? Let's say the top 10 is all doing 6 days of map 5 and stuff, right? I would imagine most of those would try like 1 or 2 days of 7, and then the rest go to 6, and like maybe even 5 if 6 is scaling infinitely and they just got some node increase and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
And then those alliances will work on Alliance Quest champions and like rank ups specifically geared towards Alliance Quest, and kind of work towards that being able to do more days of map 7 kind of thing.
With the other thing too is donations, right? Donations may be prohibitive for some. Like we still don't know what map 7 donations are going to look like.
That's true. We don't know what donations are going to look like. There's
even if you feel like you're an alliance, it's like, oh, we're definitely a 7x5 alliance. We push. We've got the skill. They can very easily shut that down by saying, okay, well, here's the donations. They're triple map 6 donations. So you're going to have to pick and choose, because they did, I think, for a reason, introduce, and not just for alliances to get to try map 6 with one of their battle groups. I think there's probably a reason they introduced this split where, you can mix and match maps. Like the high-end alliances haven't had to really, delve into that, but might be I mean, it's totally speculation, but it might be an indicator that this map isn't meant to be done, whether because of donations or whatever, isn't meant to be done 5 times.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they said about map 6, is they wanted it to be a passing map, which it did totally work, by the way, because for Loki, we didn't get our first tier 4 class catalyst until map 6 came out,
Oh, okay.
Because we were behind in prestige, and we were just like, well, these other alliances don't have the balls to do it. Let's do it. Let's get some spots, and get these tier 4 class catalysts and start, catching up on prestige and stuff.
Yeah.
So we kind of did that, and I mean that was one of the reasonings why it was so expensive. But people always find a way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily like. I don't want them to increase the cost at all. I think ideally, what I would like them to do is keep map 7 donation cost the same as what map 6 is today. And keep map 6 the same donation cost as it is today as well.
Yeah.
But give some give something back, like if you do map 5, they give you like gold and battle chips for completing it or something like that.
Yeah. So, I think that would be, because map 6 is going to be, I don't know, just accessible to so many more alliances now, and I think it's such a great. To me, T2A is what T4B once was, right? If you talk about, man, I had 5 weaknesses on me. I have no idea. I should probably read the note. I don't know why she kept going unblockable. I should probably look into that. But yeah, I think it is gonna be a lot. I don't know. It's just more accessible to people now that map 6 is going to be more accessible to people. B. Daniels, what's up, dude? What about Rolk? I think Rolk is going to be, there's some Incinerate paths, and I think he's going to be the dude. I mean, not only does he have, there's a bunch. I mean, Void and stuff, but he's got a little bit of regen, which is nice. But he's got so much resistance as well, which is going to help a ton, I think.
Yeah.
Legacy, if I wasn't in math, I'd hop on call. This is a fun topic. Dude, yeah, no worries. He's just typing. He's in the middle of math class typing. His teacher's like, hey, please, can you close your computer? Lags, dude, yeah, anytime you get out, you're welcome on here. But it is kind of crazy. Grim Reaper said, I disagree. If they structure donations the way you suggest, then we will be back to square one. Map 7 needs to be more expensive and rarely run. Do you think so? My question would be, how much more expensive could donations get before people have to say, you know what, like they have to turn to their wife and kids and say, I need to take a vacation so I can grind some arena so I can build up. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. This game demands it. I think you absolutely kind of were on the edge of what we'll be able to do donation-wise, even at the high end, because people have jobs, people have, some of us that, those of us that work from home are in a very privileged position. Most people with families and kids and jobs and all that stuff. I mean, how much more, how much more can you devote, Even two arena rounds a day is a lot for some.
The thing is, most people are already buying donations as it is. Like, loyalty is already way too short. People are having to drop out of their alliances because they can't keep up in terms of battle chip donations. No one has gold. So, like, come on, you want to make them more expensive? Yeah, it's gonna be really. Why would you ever want to put I mean, that's just basically saying you want a paywall for map 7.
It's not. I don't think, because they have to be very careful. See, this is the problem. Is you have to. Was this Aggression Fury for me or something? I should read the note. I should read the note next time. The nice thing about Golk is he does have that heal block. You just have to kind of... Yeah. We'll see when Face Me... Oh, actually, no, we can't. We have to get his aura up. He can't be launching SP1s, and you kind of have to... Nope. Let's try OG Vision. Because it isn't working the way I had intended. Because Face Me isn't coming up for the spores, which is weird because they do DOT and they are passive. But it does come up for the aura like it does for all the other auras. Okay, yes, we pushed him to L2. Come on, please. Let's see Face Me come up. This is not a fight for Rolk, I don't think. There it is. Face Me, sir. The nice thing about Golk is if you have double edge on,
while the bleed's on you, he gains some health. So he'd be a good champ to run with suicides. Yeah, you really have to. That's the problem, is you have to get to L2. You'd have to slow play to the L2. See, because now even with the spores, everything's fine. With the spores, like Face Me is kind of... Ooh, why is he unblockable again? Everything is kind of protecting you some. But you have to get to that L2, and if you don't, and you don't have Face Me on, then look at the damage. Ooh, you start to take a bunch of damage. Can't farm loyalty. Yeah, loyalty's way too low, dude. Way too low. I don't remember the last time I donated loyalty from my loyalty. It's just like, it's 272 units a week, and I just kind of allot for it, for donating directly with units into the treasury, and you know, that's kind of that. See, Vision does fine. You just can't, because of the robot thing, you just can't wait and get a bunch of, well, that was a mistake on my part, but get a bunch of spores on you. You just have to kind of very much slow play the fight, and it's fine. Way easier than Gulk, I think, because Gulk can be hairy until you get him launching.
Yeah, it did seem pretty hairy.
His SP.
Star said, Cade, global is why they go unblockable, if I remember correctly, depending on the variation in 10 dexes equals they go unblockable.
Jeez.
Get a fury for each dex of an attack. Really? I didn't, maybe I wasn't paying attention enough, but...
Yeah.
No, I definitely wasn't paying attention enough. Who am I kidding? I was barely skimming over the notes.
See, OG Vision does it. He gets rough on day 5. But I think if you keep your combos really short, because there's no timer, he controls it pretty nicely. But Ultron, I ranked 5'd Ultron because I was like, maybe Ultron will come back. Maybe that was the issue. Maybe he just sucked at every rank but 565. And obviously that's not going to be good because you're going to just keep bleeding him. But he's still not, like, there's just other robots I would much rather have in here than Ultron. Like,
technically, because he's a robot, you wouldn't get spores on yourself that quickly, and therefore the death fields would barely be doing any damage. But no, yeah, you probably wouldn't want to do that stuff.
Yeah. B-Manny said, why did you keep backing up with OGV? Those spores take forever to do any damage against a robot. Dude, so when I was in there earlier, I was doing day 5 with him, though. Even 1 or 2 spores were chipping me away over time, big time. And so the more I can back up and just do a couple hits to keep the aggression regen off and keep him heal blocked and stuff, the better I found. But it could have just been me, the way I was doing that, but I was noticing chip damage big time. Again, it was day 5. I was noticing chip damage and wasn't actually looking to see. The most I was getting on me was like 2 or 3 at a time, and I was like, okay, I got to slow my combos.
I think you gotta have 10 on yourself to do any damage. I don't think it does any damage until you get to 10.
It's weird then. Maybe it was just unless the node is making him do more damage. Maybe it was just chip damage from pairing. Let me look. Lionheart, Defender, healing abilities. Nope, so it's not that one. Not aggression regen. No, he doesn't have anything. Maybe it was just chip damage from that then. Yeah, interesting. I guess I could. That's what I thought too from the event quest. Is just you have to have 10. More chip with more spores. Oh, you take more chip damage with more spores? Is that true? Do you really? The more
you get like an armor reduction. It's like 110 armor negative per spore.
Maybe that was why. I was just noticing when I was getting up to other more spores, I was like, man, I'm really like losing health here. So maybe that's why. Maybe it was just a parry thing. Let's see. Does him well, but aggression regen sucks versus Omega. Yeah, it really is kind of. It's nice if you can control his power so you don't have to bait, and you can heal block him at the same time, and you're going in with the robot. It seems like the best of all worlds. But Hype, you were basically just furying and incinerating him, or what was your strategy?
Yeah, I just put into my GPS like my current location, and then For the destination, I put in Pound Town. And
oh,
then I
gotcha. And then you rickety wrecked him.
Yep.
Yeah. What can you do? Try Thor Jane Foster or Hood. Ooh, I don't have Hood or Thor Jane Foster, nor do I have the rank up materials to rank them up. Although we do have. How many more champs? How much gold did it take? I feel like we have 3 more champs that we could potentially 565, and that's it. The options would be Mephisto, King Groot. I'm not gonna do Red Hulk. It just doesn't make sense.
Can you do some arena grinding on the beta to get more gold?
Really quick. Let me just do. Yeah. We'll do a 10-hour arena grind stream so we can.
Dude, think how easy it'd be if you had all 565s, you know?
That is true. Do we have an arena that's an actual? I don't think there is. There's only the alpha and the summoner trials. Ah, no. Yeah, that would be crazy with all of those. Let's do a crazy one. How do you guys think that King Groot would be a decent lane clear? Let me see. Audio's out of sync with video. Just restart your stream. It should be fine. Okay, let's Oh man, what do you think? Mephisto? I feel like Mephisto maybe. So I already have. If we look at the ones I have ranked so far, part of me, seriously, part of me wants to have Superior Iron Man at 565, max sig, and see how he does as a lane clear.
Oh, please no.
No.
Please no.
No. I don't know, dude. Do you remember, like at max sig, his regen would be nuts. I mean, it'd be long fights.
As long as you don't get killed from like 20% to 0 instantly or something.
True. Okay, so we've got Ghost Rider, Dr. Voodoo, Blade, Beardo, Omega Red, Archangel, Morningstar, Hulk, OG Vision, Ultron, Iceman, X-23, and Hyperion at rank 5. We've probably got enough. Let's say for 2 more rank 5s. It might be 3, but let's say 2. Who do you guys think we should rank for additional testing? We haven't tested all of these guys, but we can certainly. I don't know. The ones that seem to me like they would be fun to test are Star-Lord at rank 5, although no sustainability aside from like if you count block proficiency. Mephisto, maybe King Groot.
I think Wasp is the answer.
Yeah, probably so. Angela would. I kind of want to do Angela to 565.
Wait, have you tested Corvus in there yet?
I haven't, but I only have my 6-star. Like I awoke my 5-star because I was like, oh, I could test him at 565, but I don't know. Like that's like, do we think that there's enough there to where we think like he'd be a good rank up, or is it going to be like, oh?
I think so.
You think so?
I mean, you could run. Let's say you run Suicides. You have sustainability with them, right? I mean, you might not need to rank him up for testing purposes. He probably would be fine, I guess, unranked.
Without. Do you think that? So let's look at the. I keep jumping around. Oh, not alliance mode. I want to look at some of these other nodes, because do you think that? I don't know. It is kind of like a Corvus, somebody that's not strictly a sustainability champ. Do you think that he would be? I don't know. Do you think that he'd be a good champ to bring, or do you think that running Suicides with, like for 3 champs is something that's viable in map 7? Because you kind of would need him for him.
Maybe, because I mean, all right. Let's say you had Nebula in there too, because isn't there shock stuff or something like that?
Is there shock stuff? I saw there was incinerate stuff.
You might need to use a shock champion or something. And I mean, she's good with Suicides,
Yeah. We've got some all or nothing. The other thing is like someone like Ghost Rider, who's okay with Suicides. Like his regen goes down so much, just because of the poison stuff. But although I think that would be fine, it would be a fine trade-off, because when you run him with Suicides, the fights are so quick.
And then Ultron.
Yeah, dude, can you imagine?
I think he is gonna be at least decent, but yeah, I probably wouldn't rank him up.
Yeah, really tough. Ooh, we've got Size Matters on the right side. We've got Micro Reflect and Biohazard. So I guess large champions on that side. We've got Infinity Blast, Outlast, and Enhanced Fury. A few like unblockable first 6 seconds of the fight. That's fine. Infinity Blast. Effectiveness changes to match class relationship. I don't really understand how that one works. Blast a portion of remaining health. Effectiveness changes to match class relationship of both champions. But Blast when?
I don't know, but I was also gonna say Sentinel 2 with Suicides is amazing because he's got the sustainability with his special 3s. So.
True. Yeah, that's true. Omega, I keep thinking, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. There's so many, in my book, so many better sustainability champs. Because even once the bleed wears off, like, I don't know. You kind of want the L2. You don't want the L3, right? So, I don't know. But again,
yeah,
mine's
maybe
not
just kill with the L2. You know.
Yeah.
They don't have that much HP in here.
Yeah, day 1 is not bad. Day 5 was what? Well, I don't know what the HP was. It was like the PI was 120% higher, maybe something like that. It seemed. All or Nothing. A bunch of All or Nothing. Fear the Void activates at the start of the fight for 30 seconds against the Avengers. Okay. Yeah, this is mostly All or Nothing on this path. That seems like kind of an Iceman path. Although, man, Iceman versus Mephisto is such a freaking long fight. It's so long. I know it's like, oh, and he's aura immune and stuff, but then Mephisto's Incinerate or Cold Snap immune, and it's just it's forever.
You like the power gain too, because he gains so much power.
Oh yeah.
Or power control on it.
Yeah, and you have to wait it out initially because you have Soul Imprisonment on you, so you have to wait it out to get your Ice Armor. I guess you'd have to go to an SP3, and then wait out Soul Imprisonment, then launch the SP3. So you can't take, you got to kind of dance for a while against him initially for this All or Nothing. Okay, let's see. Okay, next path. Ooh, did somebody just join? Barar, hey, welcome, dude. Welcome to the stream and to the Cade crew. Okay, Pull. Projectile-based attacks deal 250% more damage, and non-projectiles deal 75% less damage. Okay, well, that's fine. Vigor, power gain. That's fine too. You can out-damage that stuff. Seems like the inside paths are, at least on this right side, are the more straightforward paths. Degen. Buffed up. Let's see what the top outside paths are. Starburst. Okay, so that's Gulk. Starburst, Magic, and Dorm. Yeah. Maybe I should rank up my Gulk. And then limited immunity. That's fine. Incinerate and Strike Back. Okay, so that's you probably want Red Hulk for that. There's Incinerate, I think, in the first section as well, because I remember taking a path last night with non-Incinerate immunes, and well, I got incinerated.
There's Strike Back. Void would be really good for that too.
Oh wait, what? For Strike Back? Are you thinking Power Reserve?
Wait, Strike Back is where they gain a bar of power when you use a special. When you use
a special, yeah.
Yeah, no, he controls that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, nice.
But he's Incinerate immune too, so.
Yeah. Ooh, Lunatic. During a full moon, the benefits of all lunar phases are applied to Moon Knight. Dang. That'd be fun. Like a stunning, like an evader that also stuns you and gains more power while you're not gaining much. That'll be fun. Okay, but the good news is it's Moon Knight. Okay, let's look at the paths in the last section then. Size matters. So Red Hulk does seem like he's gonna be pretty good. Size matters. Okay, that's all size matters as well. Can't touch it, so evades are gonna be more evadey. Do have an Electro, nice. See this lane. Yeah, more evade stuff. Ooh, invade. You've got invade on these last whatever, minis, if you want to call them that massacre. Lazarus, the defender begins the fight with 5 revival charges, which heal them for 20% of max health whenever they would be knocked out. What? Every 20 hits on the attacker combo meter removes 1. Oh, okay. When the attacker loses a combo, the defender gains a revival charge. Dang, dude. With the good thing he's not on an enhanced evade, too. That Ultron, because you would lose your combo here and there. And then you've got an invade Yondu with debilitate. And then on this side, Lazarus, again an invade, I'm guessing. Invade Domino. But Domino, she doesn't ever have to touch you, really. Okay, and then, can you imagine, like, anybody that's gonna play Domino old style with invade, just with their parries failing all the time? Yeah, that would not be good. Okay, and then let's look at the top. The top is strength in numbers for each of the members of the team that's knocked out. The attacker suffers 25% attack and ability accuracy reduction. Wasn't that what MODOK was on in the original event quest for him, maybe?
I don't even remember.
Maybe it was the reverse of that. I don't know. And then block erosion.
Quick shot saying Corvus easily cuts through that Omega Red. Yeah, I think he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be
really good. Okay. Maybe I should rank my Corvus then. I don't know. Strength of numbers, strike back. Okay, that's fine. Nothing too crazy here. Resistor. That's fine. Aspect to death. Special attack, successful hits become lethal. Okay, that's not too bad of path either. Seems like the inside paths here. Well, minor aspect of nightmares. Okay, this one's actually at 25%. It's not a 50%. That's nice of them. When you're at the end of the map, and you're all out of sorts, you're only going to degen 25% of your health. Okay, these seem okay. These don't seem as a death. Like section 3 doesn't seem too bad. Stun immunity. Do you bleed? This defender takes 100% less bleed damage from any sources. Oh, less damage from any sources except bleed. Okay, so that's just basically. Although she takes hardly any bleed damage anyway. Encroaching stun. Attacker becomes stunned for 3 seconds. Encroaching stun hype. Interesting. Stun immune. And more encroaching stun. That's not too bad. Okay, let's see what's on Kingpin. Reprisal. Well-timed blocks grants attacker fury charge, increasing their attack rating by 6% per charge. Up to 10 charges can be gained. Grant the attacker a fury charge. Okay, so that would be like parries. You get extra furies. Oh, that's a global. That's what I've been getting. Skill Ascendancy level 3. Skill champions receive plus 30% base attack, and science champions receive less. Ooh. That's a global as well. So that's why I was gaining furies with Blade. I wonder if those are gonna rotate during time. Interesting. And then, ooh, what else is on here? That's it. Oh no, local node. Force of will, heal block, oscillate. Oh, he doesn't even have the thing that he has in map 6 where everything. By the time you get to Kingpin, I feel like everybody's gonna be like, let's just chip away at this guy together. It's gonna be interesting. Rank up Corvus, see if he can be viable to end fights quickly. A lot of Corvus food in there. Yeah, let's try that. I've only got probably a couple more rank ups. Let's do Corvus, and then we may have one.
Or to cast. Did someone say Aegon time?
Oh yeah, that's true. When did you get Aegon ranked up? Oh, that would or built up rather. Let's get some more of these. Let's get Corvus Sig 200. Because if we don't have high prestige in the beta, then where can we have high prestige? It's you know, we're living vicariously through this pretend server. Okay, Let's sounds like Brian on the mic. It is Brian on the mic. It's no, actually we hired a pretty decent Brian impersonator. Brian couldn't make it. Totally designed for Night Thrasher, right, BG? Charlie's asking.
Sup, Sammy and Night Thrasher. Yeah.
Sure.
I think they designed the sell champion button around Night Thrasher.
Yeah. I need a 3 to 4. Man, I mean, I know they can't do unlimited gold, and I guess people like me should be more discerning with who they rank up, but there really are. I'm like a few rank ups short of like everyone I want to test, you know? Like, I'd love to get Magic up. Oh, there's people with 565 Magic. I'd like to get Red Hulk up to 565 because I've got him at 125. I'd like to get Superior Iron Man up, Corvus up, Star-Lord up, Guillotine up, maybe Angela up. Okay, so maybe not a few rank ups. Mephisto and King Groot as well. And then we could test everybody. But let's do Corvus. Let's do Corvus, and we'll change our masteries, and we'll come in with suicides. Ooh, Otrix said, Brian, I always watch your streams, but you never notice me.
Do you? I don't remember seeing you. Do you watch them on the playback? Is that why?
It's tough. Yeah, Otrix is UK based, I believe. But, okay. Yay, class ISO. I was out of class ISO for most of the stuff. How does Howard the Duck work in map 7? So I don't have Howard the Duck, but Brian is pretty excited about Howard the Duck for map 7.
Not Howard the Duck. Venom the Duck.
Venom the Duck. Sorry,
big difference.
My bad, yeah.
big difference.
Aside from their species and their general way of being, that's true. Very true. So Venom the Duck. Do you mean Venom the Duck, Balosaurus Rex? Because that, I think, right? You're thinking he's going to be pretty good for it. Brian? You're thinking he's going to be good?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Venom the Duck, yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I actually think he's going to be good. I don't think anyone's going to use him except for a very select few that like Venom the Duck.
Yeah.
But he's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like once he's built up. Here's the problem. I think this may have been our last rank up, this Corvus one. But that's fine, because it'll be nice to actually test a 5C5 Corvus. Christian Dot, see you later on night stream. No worries, dude. No worries. Sorry, I know you try and look at chat as much as I can, but there's so much to do as well. Okay, let's night stream will be a lot easier. By the way, if you're new, you've never been here, we're live nightly at 11, so we'd love to have you. It'd be a lot of fun. And then we raid BG's buns nightly. So it's always an adventure. I was gonna say we touch the tips of our streams, but I don't want to say that because that sounds inappropriate. So we put the streams together. Brian Cater,
I think inappropriate.
Yeah, no, I would never. Are we going to be doing 7x5? When does it start? So we don't know when it starts, and a lot of things could still change, of course, because it's just the beta. I don't know. It's going to be up to the officers. It's going to depend on donations as well, I'm sure. Because it's the donations seem like no joke. So stream sword fighting. What Muta said exactly.
They didn't announce the donations, right? Or did I totally miss that?
No, I don't think they did. Did somebody
okay.
Does anybody know? Yeah, I don't think they did. Muta, I'm sure you're busy doing stuff, but you're welcome on this call, of course, if you would like. We're in the influencer zone in Discord here. Okay, so we've got Corvus up. I guess I'm gonna switch into suicides. And let's see what we can do. Nice thing is I only have to respec offense. I feel like these past couple seasons have been really good for trying to find the cheapest. I keep saying this, I've been saying this for a week, but I've got a video in the works to actually show how I just personally switch my masteries to keep them cheap, because I switch them every placement in war.
But it's been nice to kind of experiment and be able to to, I don't know, switch in and out of suicides cheaply.
Yeah.
Star-Lord's really good for Omega. Mummy, so do you like Star-Lord? I think the challenge, at least the way I'm seeing it so far, and again, everything is very, very, I mean, it's just all, you know, preliminary stuff, but the way I see it, it's gonna be, so when I think about like somebody like Omega, you probably want a champ that you're gonna use for the rest of the map as well, you know, for Omega, right? And I don't know if you're gonna use Star-Lord, like, maybe you will, but sustainability champs are gonna be so big. That's why I was, you know, wanting to try Angela. That's also why, like, Hyperion fascinates me when it comes to this stuff. Because if he's good against Omega as well, like, it seems like he's going to be a great fit for many of the lanes and, you know, super sustainable champ. So,
and to be clear, because I was kind of just joking around before about the Pound Town stuff. I mean, he did take the fight against Omega.
Hold the phone.
And it was...
You didn't go to Pound Town?
No, I went. I got the T-shirt.
Okay, all right.
But he did fine and everything, but you know, I don't think he's like, oh, this is the exact counter.
Yeah.
There's gonna be way better champions for that fight, but he handled it no problem still, and yeah, he can do a lot of other things. So
yeah. Okay, so let's try. We've got 0 points. It's weird not seeing the points up top. They're only on the bottom there. Let's try it. How will R4 fare in map 7? So I think towards the later days it's gonna be, it might be a little, well, it depends on what lanes you're on and stuff. For the standard stuff, I think it's gonna be okay, but it just seems like rank 5s are gonna be great for it. And I think their intention is to get people rank 5ing, not just for AW. And I think rank 4 is gonna be doable. It's just, I mean, it's fine. They'll be fine. It's just gonna be, you know, tougher on you.
And it's all prestige based, you know. So
yeah.
The alliances with more rank 5s are gonna be facing more difficult content too. So
Yep.
I think rank 4s would do okay. You just have to have good rank 4s.
Yeah. Okay, so let me bring Corvus, Ghost Rider Blade, I guess. And let's or do I wanna bring Proxima just because we're just gonna test up to MODOK maybe? Let's bring Proxima. Yeah. Okay. And let's see what we can do here. Stark Spidey, not sure, to be honest. Is that, yeah, I don't know about Stark Spidey for sure. I think, I don't know. I think that it is kind of time to start thinking about, if you're going to be in these higher level maps, to start thinking about ranking up for AQ. I think even if you're not doing map 7, infinite scaling map 6, things like that, if you're happy with your war team, and it does seem like the content is shifting away from you know, solely being focused on war, right? We're getting solo content, we're getting revamped AQ, so
this is going to be a crazy thought, and I'm sure in a few weeks from now I'm going to be like, oh, what the heck was I thinking? But AQ could actually be fun now.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I don't know, this seems a lot more exciting to me than Alliance War, to be honest.
Yeah, it is true.
like,
Alliance War has gotten a teeny bit stale, because you're just like, well, just same stuff. They're trying to keep it more exciting, and there'll be, you know, more globals and things like that. But yeah, aside from new defenders coming out and all that, like, it's the same paths, and you scout and you do your thing and you boost and you know, like, it's not. This is something brand new you have to plan for.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, you know, still. Like I've just never been that big a fan of war, but you know, I just do it because. I mean, it's not like I hate it, but I do prefer either PvE content or smaller scale PvP content, which Alliance War is neither of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this will be pretty fun. I think eventually, you know, and for some people it'll be faster than others, maybe even right away. It might get kind of tiresome of having to go through this map so many times.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna really enjoy it for a little while at least.
Yeah, no, I do. I think it's gonna be fun. The experimentation is nice too. GM, no, this is day 1, so I want to test, and then we'll go back in and try day 5 and see. But let's get this second. Can we get auto block? Can we have? Oh, I guess for him it's not a big deal if you get auto blocked. It's not like. Does that count there? Nope. Do we have to wait? How with MODOK? I've actually never used Corvus against MODOK. What? I guess that wasn't his shield. It's got to be blue or something. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait.
The red is when it is auto block.
Oh, hold on. Because I'm not getting the charge. Oops.
B-Manny said, just took out day 5 Omega Red and 109 hits with my Sentinel. And those are multiple hits, because I'm sure you're using special ones, right, B-Manny? And those are multiple hit special ones. Dude, Sentinel, oh, please give me Sentinel. I'm gonna pop all my crystals soon.
Ben said knock him down. I did knock him down. I know how to get the charge. It just, does it have to be blue shield, or does it have to be, because, so he never auto blocked me before I heavied him, right? Because I did. That's exactly what I did. But I didn't gain the charge. Let's try day 5 now. I'll give you a Sentinel, Art of Chaos, please do.
Please.
Oh, it's not quite 100% more health on this day, but if you play around his auto block, he won't auto block. Yeah, for sure. I was kind of trying to wait until he had it up instead of trying to play around it, just so that I could get it. But I'm also trying to get him to auto block mid combo so I don't actually waste. Okay, so this is day 5. I'm trying to get him to auto block mid combo so I don't get hard countered and lose Corvus, because that's no fun. Okay, so that was day 5. That was fine. Interesting.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, let's go Hood. I'm gonna use Blade for Hood, and then we'll try Corvus against this one. All right. Come on. Dude, F me. Can I line up a parry?
Ben Zhang saying there's a complete reverse controls path that robots are immune to as well. Yeah. Oh god, Sentinel's gonna be MVP. I feel it.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sentinel's I feel like he's been a solid rank up for a while, but this is gonna make him even better. And probably no coincidence that this map 7 thing is coming out when Darkhawk is out as well. I would think, because he's kind of a nice robot with a regen mechanic and decent damage if you.
Cutoff's gonna be 100 zillion now.
Do you think so? Do you think so? Well, but you said you probably won't have the units to go for him, right? By then.
Yeah, so, I don't think I will. I don't think I have much choice. I don't think I will. I don't think he's gonna break Aegon's record either. So.
I don't think so either. I think especially with Silver Surfer coming out soon. I just don't know. I don't know. Like initially I was like, oh, I'm super hyped for him, and then I pulled him as a 4-star yesterday, and I'm like, oh, he's not as like godly as maybe I thought initially. But just because I'm worried about the phase switching, but it's probably just me. What's that?
Do you have a high SIG level?
No, I could only get him up to like 25.
Okay, I think you need high SIG level for him.
Oh, okay. And he's only 110. I was just testing him. I was really more testing to see how comfortable I am going in and out of the phases and how often I can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think Silver Surfer is coming anytime soon. You don't think so, Muta? I don't know. Between them, I mean, it's possible, but between the data mine stuff for Fantastic Four, the 4-year anniversary video, and what Night Thrasher found in the vid at the end of the vid, which now is starting to seem more like Silver Surfer. I don't know. We'll have to see. Marvel Boy, what's up, dude? Okay, let's see. So basically, I'm gonna. All right, let's punch in. Did he auto block me? Okay, he did. Now I can knock him down, right? Let's do it. Because this is what I did last time, and nothing. Didn't get the charge. Hey, we got it that time. Did I? Maybe I just punched into the blue shield last time, and that was it, accidentally.
The nice thing about Darkhawk too is he has high block proficiency, which I think in these longer, higher attacking enemies really helps.
Yeah. Hey, 2 charges now. Yeah, this is kind of nice. Now trigger auto block. Yeah. I guess I mean I punched into him and didn't realize that it hadn't triggered last time. I guess, but yeah, I don't want to not completely not play around it either because I don't want to get countered in the face. But oh man, I just realized that these opponents change. So it's Wasp this time. It was Hela last time. I guess they changed throughout the.
They did say there was going to be some rotating enemies even in map 6 now too, so I guess it's in map 7 also.
Interesting.
I think there's also something to be said about just clear speed in AQ, you know?
Yeah.
Like just being able to kill quickly, which obviously Corvus can do. You know, it can get pretty time consuming if you're using champions that take like several minutes for each fight, you know?
Yeah, very true. And I'm guessing it's just going to be a standard like 5 energy, whatever energy resetting every hour and stuff. I'm guessing they counted tiles and did all that because it seems like now that it's a grid thing and obviously nothing is linked in here right now. They didn't put links in, but I'm guessing like it's going to be very aggressively linked. So I don't know, man. Like communication's going to have to be like on point so nobody.
That's kind of the only part I'm not
that excited about. Much. Yeah, it is.
Because right now linked nodes mean nothing to me in map 6.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well the fight was going to be 15 seconds if they're not linked, and now that they're linked, it's going to take 20 seconds. Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Someone said Corvus smashes Wasp. Yeah, the only thing is this is all champions but Tech reduce their stuff. It's a weakness on him. I doubt he's going to be with that weakness hitting half as hard. I don't know. I'd rather just take Blade in for now because I want to get to that Omega with Corvus.
Man, I didn't really want Corvus before because I wasn't going to use him in Alliance War, but I think I would like to have him.
Oh, dude, it's one of those things where once you get him, wow, I should probably not have done that. I hate when a special ends after her timer ends because I didn't time it well. But I feel like Corvus is one of those where it's like you're like, oh, he's really powerful and all that, and especially if you kind of like your oh, this is a poison. Why am I getting poisoned? Oh no, that's just my suicides. I forgot I had suicides on. Okay, so the thing is like he's got pretty sexy utility, and you kind of like when you start using him, like you think you're gonna like him, and then you love him. So you know it's very he's a tough one to say no to.
Yeah. Sometimes no means no, though, you know.
Yes, correct. But reconsider, maybe. Just maybe say yes. I think you'd like him. I'm actually. I hope I don't get. Okay, good. Because
I know I'll like him. It's just like everything was so Alliance War focused, and I'm like, well, I can't use him in Alliance War, so I don't care.
Yeah, that's true. It's exciting, dude. It's exciting, even though some of these PIs seem kind of crazy, but it's exciting that we're getting. I don't know, stuff that not allows, because it's not like you weren't allowed to rank up who you wanted, but you put yourself at a heavy disadvantage if you just were like, I don't care, I like She-Hulk, she's my favorite. I'm like, okay, well, good luck. So I don't know, that's the nice thing about
it just feels like a more whole game, where before it was like
Just
you
war.
got to a certain point, and it was like, okay, you have Alliance War and
What else?
the off season of Alliance War.
Yep.
You know?
Very true.
Like, there wasn't any solo content. They added some good solo content recently.
Yep.
AQ, you're actually gonna need to think about AQ again.
Yeah, yeah. Man, with this weakness, this fight takes a long time. I'm glad we have the timers we do, because it's a long fight. Plus, I don't like to run Blade with suicides, but
Yeah.
okay, let's see. He was gonna say Psylocke, but then he remembered I was here. No, I actually wasn't. I was thinking of a different character, Muta. No, Psylocke I think is fine. Psylocke has got she's one of those champs that, heck, dude, you can use Psylocke for Killmonger on 29. We've seen it done. She's got some great utility. There are some champs where it's just, I don't know, their prestige is low. I don't know. They're not necessarily meta war champs, so it was just you're kind of like, well, cool, but I don't know. It's gonna be, you're just making it harder on yourself for recruiting, for stuff like that. Okay, let's try Corvus here. I hope he does fine. I don't know. I just have to wait for the spores. You tell me if I'm taking spore damage early or something. If I'm taking any sort of.
I'm delayed, but I'll watch for it.
Okay, I'm at 10, so now I'm definitely taking spore damage. F.
Oh, you're just entering the fight for me. So.
Okay. Oh, F, dude, I forgot how long his.
Yeah, there's no spore damage, not until you get to 10.
Yeah, the problem with taking Corvus, I don't like Corvus here. I mean, maybe some of you guys do. I don't. The problem with taking an aggression regen Omega is you can't like be hitting into him as much as you'd like. And he's either regenning or you're taking spore damage, and I don't like that. I don't think that's a great solution. I mean, I'm sure some people owned it with Corvus. He's just not probably not my candidate for this fight. It's just too, and then I'm about to run out of glaive charges, so probably not for me. But if you're liking him for this fight, then by all means.
So you could bring in, like, let's say, because Nebula and Corvus, they have like a +7 attack synergy, right?
Nebula plus Corvus? Is that what it is? It's
so.
+7?
I think so. So maybe you could use like Nebula for this fight or something. I don't know. Nebula, I don't really normally count as like a boss killer, but Robot and yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think. I mean, Corvus is for lane clearing seems great. The only thing is you got to build your team around champs that you're comfortable running suicides with, you know, and hopefully, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The maps will start coming out with, you know, all the paths and what's planned out and what you can do and what you need for in each section. So I think the challenge is going to be finding 10 people, finding a roster of 3 champs that can get them to the end of the map whilst addressing the little needs of each path, and they're substantial in parts. So, I also don't necessarily see people bringing, let's try this rank 5 Ultron. I don't necessarily see people bringing champs, sorry, I was trying to think if I want to rank up Angela and try day 1. But I don't necessarily see people bringing synergy champs either. You kind of want 3 solid champs that are going to serve their purpose, I think. But
yeah, you probably do want them. The only synergies that would work are the ones that that are good standalone, you know, like Blade and Ghost Rider basically.
Yeah. Rip Morningstar, I don't think necessarily. I just think that you're gonna have to pick your fights very carefully for setting her up. Richard Moe said, "What if you void his ass into the ground?" Richard, I would read the node first, and then we can discuss void via that Omega.
Yeah, void basically heals Omega Red. You would void him to the high heavens.
Into the sky. Yeah.
Godhood.
Yeah. Okay, what should we try? Let's try, Incinerate. There's an Incinerate one. Okay, so this is the Incinerate path. This is one I started taking last night, and I was like, ouch, my face. Because I didn't have an Incinerate immune.
Power shield, power gain, enhanced bleed. Man, there's some interesting, let's go this way then. Caltrops, Suppression Curse, power gain. Caltrops Limber, power gain. Cornered, Force of Will, power drain. Jeez. See, like, because you got these paths where you're like, oh, it's, you know, bring Ultron, but then you've got Cornered, and he's going to be bleeding them too, and, you know. Brawl. Dude, these Brawl paths. Ugh. I don't want to take the Brawl path. Not it.
Got a Captain Beardo.
Oh yeah,
Brawl,
that's true.
right?
So can Beardo do it with Brawl?
I think so.
Okay, let's bring him in.
You can
then.
get rid of that Unstoppable, right?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Do you suggest that I read the nodes? Talk about hypocrisy. I know, dude, but you set yourself up by by naming the one champ they countered the hardest with that node. Okay, let's do this. Okay, come on. That's a big nope. Is that a nope? Is it a passive? Is Brawl a passive?
Oh, can Beardo not handle Brawl? Uh-oh.
Let's see. I guess if it's passive, we'll know right away. Juke. 5-hit combo with the lighter medium attack grants attacker Fury Charge. Okay, nice. So that's that global. Let's do it. Let's do it. No to Beardo. Oh man, it's a passive unstoppable. Welp. Let's just try to get him down before the first brawl. Bim. It's not looking good, fellas. I guess we just play around. It is passive. Well, it's not too bad, though. It's not too bad. You've got the timer, and you can just watch it. The problem with him... What? Where? Oh! Problem with champs like Heimdall, who have a ton of buffs, is like Brawl is going to go to the second row, like just then, when I almost got my butt handed to me, because I was like, it's not on. It's going to go to the second row.
Yeah.
Which will be fun. And again, the problem with Beardo is like you can't make mistakes. Like he's not sustainable. He's great, but he's not sustain. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Watch this. Oh, oh. Let me just. Yeah. So it's as long as you don't make mistakes, right? But I took that one hit from the Brawl, and you know, like sustainability kind of went out the window for me. But yeah. Problem Nomad, dude. I would here's my thing. So any of these things that I say, I encourage people to try it a different way. I feel like my MO is kind of being overly cautious. If you're like, hey, I'm a beast with Beardo, I've never gotten hit in my life, I can make it to the end of map 7 with him and never miss a parry, then dude, do it. I mean, he's the beast damage-wise for sure. So why not? But for me, I know once in a while I'll miss a parry here, even if it's just 1 out of 15, 20. It's enough with PIs like this. So, okay. So that was Brawl. Power Reserve 2. Dude, that's the thing that worries me is just the mix. It's the mix of nodes and the I feel honestly I feel bad for the work the officers are gonna have to put in for planning. Yeah, you know?
It's true. I'm just gonna sit back like, yeah, tell me where to go, guys.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy because I've been on the other end of that, and I'm glad not to be on the other end of that. You know, now. He's not sustainable, you said? Yeah, no, for sure he's not sustainable. You can't make any mistakes. So anybody that doesn't make mistakes, he's sustainable for you. But sustainable means regen, like Ghost Rider, who regens 1k per tick. Take a couple combos. Why not? No, definitely he's not a sustainable champ. But Iron Man Infinity War and AQ, no thank you. I'll stick with my Map 5 Demiak. Yeah, it but if you bring Corvus, right, for some of these.
What you could do too is
hype too.
Beardo, he might be one of those champions where you could pair him up with another that has a synergy. That could be pretty good. Like if you brought him with Gulk, if you were taking like a Starburst path. Wait, were there Starburst paths?
There was. Yeah, I think there was. There was. Remember, there was that Starburst with, with a magic and the Dormammu on it, I believe.
It's funny how these days it's like, D-Gen, why couldn't that be Starburst? When normally Starburst is like the worst. You know,
oh yeah, definitely, dude, definitely. Yeah, there is this Starburst path up here. Seems like a Gulk path. The other thing, it was nice also. Does Angela doesn't activate the cosmic one for him, right? It's only like Thor and some older champs. Does Hype the cosmic longer debuffs or buffs?
No, Hype doesn't get the synergy with him.
Because I brought him in with OG Vision for a little bit, just for the Omega, but it didn't seem like. Then you have 2 champs with no regen, and I feel like you're gonna kind of, I mean, depending on the path you're on, but you're gonna try to find a way to get yourself as much regen as you can. Corvus with suicides, heck, Gulk with suicides and Face Me. Even of the champs that don't have regen. And then Ghost Rider, Hyperion, Angela. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna test Angela and King Groot in day 1. Let me see if I can take Angela all the way up with the gold I have remaining to rank 4 and test her in Guillotine, dude. Guillotine's gonna be a good damage champ that has consistent lifesteal. She's gonna be, I mean, for people that don't have other options, she won't. I don't think she'll be a bad option for some of this stuff. No, you don't think so? Her damage, dude. If you've seen her damage, it goes nuts. Like if they can bleed.
I guess. I just feel like people who are going to be running this map
probably aren't relying on Guillotine. Yeah, probably not. And I know it's Guillotine. Someone's going to say, actually, it's Guillotine. And I will say, actually, I'm Romanian. So if I want to pronounce French words correctly, I can. Okay, let me do this.
I just like to say it as Guillotine, but I think it actually is Guillotine.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah.
But to me, that sounds weird, so I do say Guillotine. But
oh yeah. I'll like mix it up, but every time I say it one way, someone's like, well, actually, and I'm like, yeah. Day 5, second Omega Red down, 430 KHP, 149 hits. Nice. Who with Sentinel?
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
nice.
Sentinel. You know he's doing it with Sentinel.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. CBC Boy, time for me to retire from the game too. Are you retiring? It is. These maps are serious stuff. They are serious stuff. But I'm excited. I'm pimped. The Sentinel, of course. Who else? Let me see. You need max 5-star champ to do that, and it's a pain with these stupid nodes. Yeah, you have to plan around is the big thing. You do. I wouldn't say you need 5-star or rank 5s. They're gonna make it easier on you for sure. But I don't think. Are we gonna be able? No, we're not gonna be able to hit to take her all the way up. There's no way. Welp. Maybe we'll get more gold. Is there a way? Is there somewhere where you can request more gold, where you can beg on the beta forum? Maybe.
You should just put that in the shop. Spend 1 gold to turn into 20 million gold.
Yeah. I registered where actually it's Massacre. Yeah, it is. Okay, come out. Almost there. 345. That's not gonna be enough. Do people like Angela with suicides generally or without?
I think generally suicides.
With suicides?
With Angela, but I don't know. I don't really play her.
Yeah. You can sell the ISO. Looks, but that's about it. I can. Do I have enough ISO to sell? How much ISO do I have? I could probably sell some ISO to get her 455. Oh man, it's tough. Okay, let's look at how much ISO we have. Oh, we've got enough. I can sell some of this stuff. Do we have any class ISO? Oh, we do.
I shouldn't sell the class ISO though.
Try selling one of your kidneys for more gold.
Yeah.
How much do you think you can get for that?
For a kidney, I think it's 960k gold.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really
yeah, it's really not a bad price. Oh, dude, this is gonna take forever. Selling this ISO.
You could play map 6 for 2 weeks if you sell your kidney.
Yeah.
Almost. You gotta. If there's a gold boost active, you can.
Dude, I do hope they don't raise them. Actually wanted to see 565 King Groot Sig 200 gameplay. Ooh, I kind of do want to take him up too. God, this is tough. This is so tough.
Can you take 6 stars to rank 2 on this? Or?
No, because they don't have any like 6-star rank up gems, and so you would have to have it with your own materials, and I don't have 3 T5B.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's try. Okay, let's try day 1. Let's take King Groot day 1. King Groot and Mephisto, and see. He is Sig 200. Okay, King Groot, Mephisto. Oh, I did Cosmic. Mephisto, and then who else should we take? Who we haven't tried out yet. Oh, but we got Suicides on. Although, do people like King Groot with Suicides? Maybe.
I don't think. Hold on. You could have just stopped at. Do people like King Groot?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, and let's take Omega. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. 204 watching, woot woot. Welcome everybody who's watching. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I hope that if you are, you'll subscribe for a free hug. We're giving out free hugs today for every subscriber. Okay, should we go the standard path we've been going? Is he's not Incinerate immune, is he, or anything like that? No, probably not.
King Groot?
Yeah, he's not, right?
No, I think he's only bleed immune.
Let's go Caltrops with him. Caltrops? Yeah, let's do that. We haven't tried this path yet. Suicides are needed for King Groot. All right, well, we're in luck because we got him. Okay, I will hold you to that. Nomad, you got it. You got it. Oh my gosh, look at him. Look at him. He's hitting for 1,800 mediums, dude.
Oh, wow.
You know what the problem is? I probably don't want to push her to L2 too much while I'm just flaunting my Furies around. So.
The ultimate taunt.
I know. All right. Oh, and she's got power gain
like
too.
A 4-star when he's 565. That's awesome. He's up from a 3-star.
This one's only 455.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, 565. He would. This fight would already be over. Jeez. Okay, so good news and bad news. Bad news is I didn't think about the fact that she's going to be replicating my regen every single time I regen.
Oh yeah, dude.
The one thing that I love the most in AW about facing Angelas and King Groots, I did not take into account here. The other thing is, well, the good news is there's no timer, right? So we've got her down to 91% already.
Oh my god. Dude, this is painful. This is so painful.
No. And with power gain, man, you're having to... All right, come on. Jeez. Should we launch an L3? Just, you know, to be rebels? Let's do it. This is going to push her to L2 for sure. All right, 93%. She's back up to 93%, but all hope is not lost because there is no timer on this fight. So maybe I should take her against Ghost or something. I don't know. Oh, I dexed out, but it didn't do it. Okay, never win this fight. I know, it's the worst, dude. Okay, so let's try Omega. This fight is winnable. It's nice and winnable. It's ideal, in fact. Although I am a little bit less comfortable slow comboing with Omega than some people are. It's just not my... I don't know. You're just like, what if you combo too slow and they forget? Or they interrupt your combo. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I got to get a degen up on her, but with this power gain... Come on.
You don't even need the degen.
Yeah, you really don't.
Good damage here. Just that death field, even with low amount of spores, is pretty good.
Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, man. Bleed me all day long, you know what I mean? All right. I bet Omega Red just wrecks her. Oh, dude, yeah. Cam uses her against all the Morningstar bosses nowadays. He used to do Luke Cage, but why? Why when you've got Omega Red? All right, so let's get off of this. Or should we? Oh, yeah, because Caltrops and Mephisto's not, and I don't want to use Omega against robots. Let's try King Groot one more time. We're going to give him one more chance because he treated us so well the first time around. We're going to try him versus Ghost. So, let's do it. Let's do it.
The pain. The pain.
Doesn't he have Power Lock at S3? He has Power Drain. Power Drain. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So this fight should go. This should be 12 hits tops. Because I don't know if you guys know this about King Groot, but he gets Furies. So, pretty much game over. Suicides and Furies. I don't know if you guys heard me the first time around, but 1,200 mediums.
It's so crazy, dude. It's unbelievable how weak this guy is.
Yeah, it's. I guess this time he was hitting for like 2,300 mediums. I don't know what happened. It's the node or something. I got like the node Furies and so.
Dude, I can't take it. It's just, God.
It's crazy, man. Come on, come on.
I don't care who says they like King Groot for what map. I will never play this guy.
Dude, he needs a unique synergy that essentially triples his attack just to put him in line with every other attacker. It's, come on.
Like, you're running suicides right now. That's the thing.
It's crazy, dude. With 3 glass cannon, too. I mean, this is as suicide Z as you can get, while still just having 1 in recoil. And this is day 1, man. I mean, this is a 455, but this is day 1. Like, come on. It's, dude, it's nuts. It's nuts. Unblockable. She's unblockable now. Thankfully, we've got an SP3, and this should just wreck her. She's at 8% now. I wouldn't be surprised if after this animation she ends up at north of or south of 7. Oh, it KO'd her. It KO'd her. My goodness. Bretsky, holy balls, Cade's daytime streaming, dude. You better believe it. We're testing out some OP King Groot gameplay. There's been a few rank ups where I'm like, undo it, King Groot. The first time I 565'd Ultron, I was like, maybe at 565, you know, and then I was like, maybe not after the first like 2 fights. So this should give you a couple beta rank down tickets. In case you're like, just kidding. Did I say Ultron? I meant, I don't know, anyone else. Let's try Ultron with suicides and see what he does. Who else should we be testing? Aside from map 7, but this beta might have spelled my early retirement. Henach, I think if it makes you feel better, I don't think it's gonna be the norm. I don't think every alliance is gonna be doing map 7.
Yeah, really no, definitely not.
Every one of the current whatever top 20 and stuff. I think there's gonna be. It's not gonna be a. I think we're gonna see a lot of mixing and matching. So. Okay, so this is 565 Ultron gameplay here with max suicides. It's too bad, right? Not too bad. It's just day 1, but. All right. You know what? I like Ultron. Okay, like as like he starts wooing me a little bit until he evades the first time, and what would have been a parry ends up being a 5-hit combo into my block, and I'm like, yeah. All right, how do I sell this guy?
Yeah.
OGV and AA.
It doesn't bother me that much because I was so used to him, but yeah, I understand.
Yeah. OGV and AA are my MVPs. Nice. Yeah, AA's been doing crazy work too. It's been nice to 565 him and see how quickly he takes everything down. But actually, you know what? With suicides, if you're gonna be running suicides, I don't know. Maybe you 565 your Ultron. I don't know. Granted, this is only Section 1, and this is the easiest, the most straightforward path in Section 1 right now. Yeah. So.
Danielle asking about the Storm info that I was kind of hinting at last night. Storm, let me see the exact description.
Oh, Leonidas said, are there mini bosses in map 7? Yes, there are. So far, we've only seen one, and it's this Omega Red. I don't know if there's going to be multiple. OG Vision seems to do well. Hyperion seems to do well. Sentinel seems to do well.
So Storm, and keep in mind, this is the beta, so this is all subject to change, but her buff is Storm receives up to 60% shock resistance based on stored power, and while suffering from a shock debuff, her special damage is increased by 30%. So not the craziest of changes, but it's a little something at least.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, just playing this MODOK here. There's only one like safe way to play MODOK, and it's like that one hit into his shield when he's got it, and then go in and feel like, oh, unless he's stunned. But I don't know. It's like I see people play MODOK and a lot of times they don't get punished, just luck of the draw. I see them play him all risky, and I'm just like, no, don't do it. You're gonna get punished soon.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. I mean, this is just day 1, but this day 1 Ultron thing, I don't know. There's 2 things about Ultron that get to me. Once in a while, I would say 1 out of 10 times, I try to do the double heal, and something happens. I end up in an unexpected situation, and it just, like, I don't get it off. And worst case scenario, you end up under 25%. You try to do, like, the double heal, but you're in the corner, and something happens, and you're like, cool. But,
yeah.
And the other thing is the evade. Those are the only two things about him.
Like, he's good. It's just, you know, there's been so many other new champions that have come out that it's like, well, they kind of like tower over him at this point, you know?
Yeah, he was once like, I mean, double heal, double immunity. He really was an evade that you don't even want. He had it all. But now, BG and Cade, I haven't been able to access my beta. iChurch Pastor, there were a few guys in 4 Loki that hadn't been able to get in either. I don't know if they ended up getting in like now, but earlier today when I checked, they hadn't. Dreamin was trying last night for a while. Who was saying earlier today that they weren't able to get in? I don't remember. But yeah, it's tough. Is Iceman useful in map 7? Yes, I think so, because there's some incinerate paths, there's some all or nothing paths. I think he will be useful in map 7, which is kind of bumming me out because I like using him in war so much.
Hey, can you look at a Electro for a minute? Do you mind?
For sure.
Game?
Where is he? Where is he?
No, not on the map. Like you're in your own roster.
I don't have. Well, I don't have him at all actually, because I sold all the 4 stars.
Even your 3 stars?
Oh, I didn't. No, because those are for 4-star shirts. Do I have him as a 3-star? I should. Here he is. Okay. Found him.
I'm curious if there's a cap on, because he gains a bunch of damage apparently.
From his SIG ability?
No, well there's a change here where it says Electro takes 0 damage from shock effects.
Mm-hmm.
Each active shock effect grants Electro plus 20% attack, plus 15% static shock damage, and plus 15% energy resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And enemy shock effects gain plus 75% ability accuracy and duration.
Okay, so what do you want me to test?
No, I wanted to know if there was a cap on it. Like there doesn't say any cap. Like I'm not in the beta right now, so I just wanted to see his description in game.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. I didn't realize he had gotten a little bit of a buff.
Yeah.
Wait, you sold all your 4 stars? Oh, Mike, only on the beta server, not because this map 7 thing isn't meant for 4 stars. Not that I had a lot. I had like 12 550s on this account, so it wasn't. It's fine. But okay, let me.
There's a cap on that damage, so depending on a certain node, if there's like a lot of shock debuffs.
Skilled Gaming said no cap on it, but Storm has a cap. So I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know. Sentinel really towers over Ultron now. Sentinel is such a tall boy, dude. It's crazy. It's like he's the new robot in town, and he was like, "Oh,
Really? You think 7'4" is tall? He was like, it's 7'4". You're just gonna stare straight into this hole here. But okay, let's. Who else should we test? Archangel, Hype, X23. Are there any? Should we try to go down a certain path?
Try the buff path, because I think it was kind of interesting. It was actually kind of tough, even with Hyperion.
Okay. So the buff path, so that means we have to get through Omega. See, I was gonna just squat at the mini until someone took him down. F.
It's true. I forgot you do have to get past the mini.
Yeah. Okay, let's do day 1 then. I'll bring OGV. I'm gonna have to unspec Suicides. Let me bring Ghost Rider as well. Although Ghost Rider without Blade, ugh, what is this, 1996? Okay, so we'll try. I guess we're gonna try Hyperion for that. Should we try Angela? I really do want to try Angela. Should we try to sell some more ISO to get her ranked up? Let's try Angela as well. Okay.
Sure.
Jeez. They should just have like a. Well, I don't know how they would make it easier to sell ISO. But oh, can I sell catalysts? Because I've got all my catalysts here. Do those give you gold? They probably don't.
They don't give a ton. You don't have any gold crystals or anything like that, do you?
No, but okay, here's my other thing, right? There was supposed to be like, I thought the beta, you could get units just so you could use in the beta, and they're fake units and they don't, they don't transfer over, obviously. And then that made me think, oh, I could get gold that way, but I was like, well, I don't know, because I don't want to do anything. Like, I have no idea how it works. Or you remember last time there was that big thing where it was carrying over and people were exploiting that. So I want to stay as far away from that stuff as possible. I have no idea how it works.
Well, that wasn't even a beta server that was on. So that's where the problem lied.
Oh, like, it wasn't a beta server? Okay.
That was on the live servers. They were on like a beta update to see if it fixed like the heat issues, but it was on the live servers.
Oh, weird.
But
yeah.
I don't even know. I don't think it allows you to even buy units in the beta. I don't know. I wouldn't mess around with it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, no. Because the thing is, ISO, once you run out, you're out. Whereas, like, gold, you can get gold crystals, So that's the only thing. But I think I could probably sell some more. And enough to 455 Angela, certainly. Although 455, the fun thing is about, like testing out 565s that people don't have. There's plenty of people with, like, 125 6-star Angelas and stuff, and King Groots. But, yeah. Okay, sell all. Yeah, my God, this is gonna take a long time. Can you buy gold crystals with Glory in the Glory store on beta, or is that not in there? Well, yeah, I'm guessing I can. Like, all these, I was being very careful initially, and so, like, I sold one unranked 4-star champ and then went back into the main server to make sure he wasn't sold on my main account. I'm like, okay, I don't want there to be any issues with the beta server, where it's... But you should be able to. It'd be fun for me to blow all my glory and then I go back and I've none. And I'm like, cool, I spent them on gold crystals, though. But, sell sig stones for more gold then? Then you buy them for? Oh, dude, that would take so long, though. I need to hire somebody on Fiverr to do that, probably, yeah. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay, let me... people are going to be like, oh, really? He's having people from Fiverr log into his account. No, that was comedy. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm all over these menus. Go into Halls of Fortune and stuff. Is that on this server? I don't think it is. Oh, it'll carry over. That's true. Well, let's not test Angela, I've decided. That's a good call for Halls of Fortune. When I do Halls of Fortune today, I will I'll bring it into that'll help with this for sure. Okay, so Ghost Rider. Who else are we gonna bring? Hype. And although I'm not a hype master like you are, but hopefully I'm playing well enough to get into section 2. Will that carry into the beta?
Into something else.
It may not carry in the beta actually, because I think what happened is like the account was kind of screenshotted, if you will, when the beta went live, I believe. So if I were to pull a new 5-star champ on my main account, that would not carry over in the beta. So the gold probably does not as well. Iceman, you know what? The only thing is I want some sustainability. Iceman's still gonna do great. I just want some sustainability, just to get to that extra fury path. And I'm sure you're gonna be testing it on your stream tonight as well, right? I'm guessing.
Nah.
No.
Nah, I don't know. I probably will.
Oh, and I also have to unspec suicides.
It's tough because I also really need units at the moment, so I might just arena grind, especially because the 20% boost is on.
Yeah.
And I still have suicides. Tonight's like the last night of suicides.
Yeah, but you're saying for that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Huh. That's tough. That's tough. There's so much to test, but I think the big thing, this alliance is not only as I was saying this last night a little bit. There's a lot of alliances at the high end that aren't necessarily I mean, there's skilled alliances, I suppose, but they're not necessarily like their skill level's not necessarily commensurate with their placement in AQ, right? They've got map 6 has been pretty straightforward, and so they've got the prestige for it, but map 6 hasn't been a challenge. Map 7, I think, will test your I don't know, your skill as an alliance and your kind of willingness to say, well, we're going to have to invest a few resources into here and all that. And I think there are some alliances that are going to say, well, we're going to push in war, we're going to do 6x5, whatever, and it's whatevs because there's now more content that gives T2A and T5B and stuff. Who knows? But
I wonder what the map 7 crystals are going to look like, because the map 6 crystals, like, dude, they got buffed like crazy. They're so good now, right?
And they're buffing them. Aren't they buffing them again? They're buffing them again.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're buffing an extra 50% tier 2 alpha.
Crazy. So yeah, you're right. It is going to be. I
hope for map 7 they just take out the class stuff. They don't even add anything to replace them. They just take out the class.
Oh, class catalyst stuff. My theory, and I don't know if this is right or not, but I could see, because this is just the beta, who knows when they're actually going to release map 7, when it's going to roll out, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went hand in hand with maybe the Act 6 release, which again, that's speculation as well, but the Act 6 release, and they, through those two pieces of content, started finally rolling out 6-star materials, so maybe trace amounts of tier 3 class catalysts or things like that. Maybe that's the thing that's going to start pushing 6 stars in the game. So I could see map 7 and Act 6 maybe working hand in hand to do that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. That's probably good. I'll just add a little bit more of. I don't have. Yeah, I'll add a little bit more of this. We're skilled, but our ally is like sleeping, hoping this is a change to test our limits and greater rewards. Yeah, there's gonna have to be a lot of planning. There's gonna have to be a lot of planning for sure. I'm on the beta. Why won't it let me 5c5 any champ I want? How do you do that? What do you mean? When you first joined the beta server, they give you like ISO and gold to be able to do that. Sam said T5B will be in map 7 crystals. That's possible too, definitely, yeah. Unless they want to keep that to, solo content and war and roll out the other stuff through map 7. But who knows? Who knows? If they want to separate resources so people feel like they need to do both, they may do it the other way. But yeah, I could see T5B fragments. I could, definitely. It's weird, dude. It's weird because we've got two different types of champs, 5 stars and 6 stars, that are kind of, I don't know. You're like, oh, 6 stars, they're more powerful, right? Nope, not right now. So it's kind of an interesting thing to see how they're gonna want to move that forward. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. All right. Come on. The only thing with this is like the villainy and tyranny and whatever. Although Corvus is gaining power here.
So he's not a villain tagged character.
Yeah.
But he's gaining power.
That's right. That was
Yeah, the war debate.
I forgot. There was also, yeah, you can't really gain power with wait, this one only heroes gain?
Only villains.
Okay.
It's tyranny and villainy. It's like the Node in War, where he's not tagged with the actual tag, but he does gain power.
Yeah, no, I thought, because I think I'm a little bit behind, because I was just watching you fight
Ghost.
Oh, never mind. I'm not behind.
Okay.
I'm just lost.
Okay. Yeah.
But it didn't look like you were gaining power with Ghost Rider.
Oh no, but Ghost is a villain, and I'm not, so she gains power.
I guess I just don't even know how that node works then.
Yeah, so basically, you have to be a bad guy to gain power, and Ghost Rider is not a bad guy.
Oh, he's not a bad guy?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, so. No, he's like is vigilante the word? He basically does well, who created him? Was it Mephisto? Was it Satan? I don't know. Who created him? Anyway, they I don't know the Ghost Rider lore. But anyway, he kind of does his work, so he kind of judges and punishes bad people. And when you're a bad person, like, you kind of need somebody, who maybe has like a little bit of a head on fire, or a motorcycle, a Harley, to
I guess I just assumed the
anti-hero. Okay.
Because the leather jacket. Oh, now I see. The leather jacket makes him a badass, but when you're a badass, it doesn't necessarily.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you were confused by the ass. He's not a bad guy. Yeah. He's a good guy that does bad guy stuff to bad people. Exactly. He's like Dexter. You guys. He's the Dexter of. I'm of course referring to Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I could never watch those shows, Dexter, all those, because I'm like, yeah, but he's doing bad things. I can't get behind this guy. I can't do it. They're like, oh, but he's doing it to bad people. I'm like, dude, he just opened that guy up. No.
Yeah, I could never watch those either because it was TV.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That was I remember Laura was really into that show.
Dexter, a lot of people loved it, dude. Same with Breaking Bad. I'm like, yeah, but he's selling meth though. I don't know. I can't do it. Although I do want to get into Always Sunny, mainly because of how much you guys reference it.
Dude, I really thought you were gonna say, although I really do want to get into selling meth, because you were like, yeah, he's selling meth. I can't get behind it. Although I really do want to get into, I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah. Well, no, I do not. I don't even want to make a joke about it. There's gonna be somebody in here that's like, oh my gosh, this guy really wants to sell meth. I'm probably gonna unsubscribe. So no, I do not. I do not support that industry. But I do want to get into Always Sunny, and then Psych. People always say like, "Oh, get into Psych." I know there's a lot of people who were into that, like a lot of my buddies, but I never got into it. But yeah, just because all the quotes that fly around your stream, I kind of want to get into Always Sunny.
It's recommended. Yeah. Maybe do it on your next featured grind, because you got a lot of.
Oh, good call. That's true. I could. That's true. We stopped doing movie nights just because it was like there were a lot of people that couldn't make, that couldn't watch the movie, and so like viewership was always like lower. Yeah. But I kind of miss them. They were fun.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're getting there. You guys. I know when it's hella there, I believe, like mystics don't have the weakness, but it's probably not going to be hella because I brought a mystic. Oh, it is. Is that the one? Is hella mystic, or is she skill? No, mystic. Yay! We did it. Breaking Bad was cool, better than Full House. Yeah, I think they're cousins. But I do hear that people usually say, like, I'm like, oh, do you like Breaking Bad? And they're like, yeah, it's a better version of Full House. Trinity Killer.
They do seem similar.
What's that?
No, they do seem very similar.
They are very similar. If anybody's ever actually heard what's his name? His stand-up routines. What's his name? Who used to do America's Funniest Home Videos?
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. Yeah, I imagine the language is similar in Breaking Bad and Bob Saget's stand-up routine. Or anywhere Bob Saget is that's not Full House or America's Funniest Home Videos. I remember being so surprised when I first saw a stand-up. I'm like, no! This guy's the dad of the Olsen twins. Like, what's he doing?
I hated that show so much.
You didn't like it?
Oh, God, that show. Even as a kid, I was like,
everywhere you go. No, 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 no. I don't know the lyrics. Your house is super full. Right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
That's what I thought it was.
And we got a dog, too.
Yeah, I mean, a dog, too. Yeah, I remember. I do remember them now. I said I didn't, but they came back. Yeah, I don't know. I used to watch, so when I used to come home from elementary school and middle school and stuff, I used to watch Fox Kids. So the Spider-Man cartoon was always on. And then after that, it would be like a bunch of shows like Family Matters, and Full House is on too, but I feel like I watched Family Matters more than I watched Full House.
Family Matters, I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know how it holds up today, but
yeah.
I liked it back then at least.
Yeah. Yeah, that, what else was good? Obviously, Fresh Prince was good, but Fresh Prince came a little after Family Matters, right? I think so.
I think so. I don't know.
Sweetie. Why is the timer at 15 minutes? Because it's map 7, man. This is actually the day 1 PIs. Just
so
because.
Wait, is this a boss or something? Like, I don't get how there's a timer on this one, but normally there's not the timer, right?
It's like the kind of secondary. So they have like almost two minis around each mini. It's not like a boss so much, but it's like two minis around each mini that have a class weakness thing where only one class is,
Yeah.
I
feel like that timer has got to be beta only, because I mean, 15 minutes. King Groot could do this in 15. No, maybe not.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one. You'd need him at like 895 to be able to hit that time. Okay, so let's try. I'm gonna just do vision here, I guess, and then let's try bam, heal block. And then let's try that path with all the buffs. Watch me after all this work. I bet you what's gonna happen is I'm gonna hit the wrong path after this boss. All right.
Star says, "Woo! Finished sheets for tests. Small divot in my middle finger from pen handling. Off the take. Final shortly. If you all don't see me tonight, I may be asleep. If you do, I should have gone to sleep."
Star, good luck. Good luck. You're gonna crush it, I'm sure. I am sure. Oh, F me.
Map 7 is like mini Realm of Legends. Kind of. I mean, I don't know. I would just say just a more amped up for. It really does feel like just the next step in progression of like Alliance Quest, kind of.
Yeah.
In terms of their health and attack and everything.
Yeah. Okay, really, I mean, true, OG Vision is much better at R5 than R4, but come on, man. Like, hit a little harder. Like, he did steal some health from me too, but I've been at this for a few minutes.
I think he's great for Alliance War, I really do, but outside of Alliance War, yeah.
He's a good thing he's got some utility, because I feel like I get the feeling with OG Vision that he and King Groot would be pretty good in real life friends. They're both kind of like, damage? I don't know, not my thing.
Yeah.
But,
man.
Oh god, this fight.
I always think back to when I first started playing this game, and the only thing I cared about was like, alright, which one of these characters looks cool?
Yeah.
I didn't know what any of them did, right?
Yep.
And I was like, all right, Moon Knight, clearly the coolest looking character.
You're all about the hooded characters.
I mean, I don't know. He was just super cool back then. There wasn't that many of them that looked that good. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I saw this guy, and you know, because you can get him as like a 2-star.
Yeah.
I had him as a 2-star. I'm like, dude, what?
Yeah. You didn't like him?
Is this guy a mascot for some like off-brand lemon lime soda or something?
It is crazy, dude. He's got such a funky look. I mean, I think it's the granny panties, right? They add insult to injury.
It's like a diaper combined with one of those little kids swing set seats. You know?
True. It reminds me of. Do you remember the commercials? The SNL. Was it Oops, I Crapped My Pants? Was that the thing, the SNL thing? It's like that kind of underwear, you know? He's like, you know what? I'm fighting, I'm a busy guy, I'm on a schedule. I'm not taking bathroom breaks, you know? If I'm in the middle of a power burn and I feel the urge, I need something that's gonna, you know, that's gonna stick with me and I know I can rely on. You could market it for people that need to stay up all night and grind map 7 donations. What? Ooh, what? Market what? That was a ways back, so it's totally. Oh, you're talking about when BG misunderstood and thought that I was interested in the meth sales industry. Yeah, no, I will. I will not be doing that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so buffed up. It's the one with Ultron. Right, buffed up.
Probably. I think it's just A on the map because I just clicked like the top one. And,
okay, gotcha. All right, let's do it. Hey, at least we know day 1 we're fine. If I have to take the easiest path and the mini all by myself, I'm confident that I'll be able to do that. All right. Reprisal, time blocks. Oh yeah, Fury, that's mine. Buffed up. Oh, and Limber.
Yeah, the limber is what makes it kind of interesting because, you know, to get those heavy attacks in, you got to parry stun against a lot of the enemies at least, right?
Yeah. And I would always worry against Ultron because of, wait, power shield too or what? Why do you take no damage? Oh, buffed up.
You gotta have 3 buffs.
Oh, sweet lord. 3. If you get bad RNG here.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. Hey, 3 buffs. We did it. We got to get these Furies in while we can and hope that we can get this SP3 maybe can hit. Is he unblockable SP2 too? I wasn't even looking at his power bar.
I don't think he's unblockable special 2. I don't know.
Okay, come on.
But like, you know, this isn't, it's doable with Hyperion for sure, but I was thinking like there's champions that are going to be even better for this than him.
Yeah. I probably so, because like someone like Angela, you don't have to do that with, right? That's why I wanted to test her. Like you have that regen, you have multiple Furies, you have at least 2 Furies when it builds up, right? If you play her right, if you're getting your L1s off right before you hit L2, should be okay with her. We've got a couple other buffs too that I'm pretty sure they're active buffs, so that would work.
Yeah. And there's a Punisher 2099 coming up where I swear Venom the Duck is going to be so good because you can just easily get him to like 50% perfect block.
Yeah.
With regen and all that, and you're not going to be evading his abilities, so.
There's no, what's it called? There's no Limber. I just checked, so nice. Because there's stuff in other parts of the map, but it seems like here there isn't any. This guy's Incinerate immune, right? I think.
I could have sworn there was Limber. Was it?
Maybe it's a different Ultron or something. Oh, dude, rank 5 hype on day 1. Freaking rolls through it.
Yeah, dude.
It's nuts. Maybe I should. Mine's unduped. Maybe I should rank 4 him. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, hype he's a monster.
Yeah. All right, so Punisher 2099, or as Hyperion calls him, Puny. Sure, 2099. I know it. Dude, it's funny because you do no damage until you're at 3 Furies, and by the time you're at 3 Furies, you're like F you. Like you're one. I don't know. That last like hit when you get above 3 Furies, and then everything else. I rank 5 King Groot in real life. Steven, did you really?
Okay, here's the good news about it. He's handsome, right? He's a handsome character. So it's tough to be too upset. Here's the bad news. Probably still not viable for map 7 at 565. So, I don't know. Well, it's viable. There's going to be some people bringing him. It's just going to be the guy in the battle group that everyone's super pissed at because they're taking 4 fights to unlink each time.
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna have any time to do anything else.
Yeah,
everyone's gonna be like, "Hey, dude, can you move an alliance war?" Yeah, no worries. Let me just take this one fight in AQ, and like 30 minutes later, you're like, "All right, I can finally do the fight in alliance war now."
Yeah. Maybe I don't. Steven said he's been doing the beta all day. Maybe I just took the wrong path. It's possible. I don't know. Who knows? He certainly wasn't good for that path, and mine was only 455. But I don't imagine that full Suicide's King Groot at 455 would be incredibly underwhelming, but full Suicide's King Groot at 565 would be astonishingly impressive. You know, I just don't know if you can do that with just one rank. He'd need to be 895 in my book.
I think if Kabam gave me a rank for 6-star champions, so we're talking now, we're like towering over 5-star champions. If they gave me a rank 4 6-star King Groot, I still don't think I would use him.
Oh yeah. Here's the problem with this guy. Oh, oops, I'm gonna get wrecked. I guess you have to heavy him during his power gain phase in order to get right, because you don't have the reach to counter his heavy with a heavy, obviously, because I just took a punch to the face trying to do that. I'm gonna wait out his power gain phase. The problem is now we have to like dance all the way to the other side of the screen. He waltzes me. Okay, and he's done. He's done with his power gain. F. I guess I
special 3 with hype does kind of push them over to the right side a bit.
Oh yeah, I should. It would have been funny if he had stand your ground. They're like, surprise! Also, these guys have masteries. Oh, F this guy. All right, I'm gonna intentionally. Oh, F! Ah, no! Oh, they did. I hadn't seen the soul barb thing. Interesting. Okay, so we got what's the technical term? F'd. Which means that we don't have a champ. The max I could have is 2 buffs on myself with Ghost Rider, with Dexterity and Fury. So in this case, if you're on this path, you would have to revive. I kind of like Angela better for this. Because I don't know. I mean, I played that fight poorly. I should have just been on his side and heavying, but if you get bad RNG a couple times and all that, like, I don't know. It's not that it's bad, but it's just there's someone like Angela's. I mean, because people have 6-star Angelas, you know, and you don't need the dupe necessarily and all that. So it would be nice to just be able to just go at it, you know. But
yeah, I'd love to go at it. That's what I'm saying. Is like Hyperion, you know, he's a monster, of course, but there's gonna be those days where you throw like 3 heavy attacks in a row, and you get 0 furies on all 3 or something. Yep,
and Ultron evades.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Carnage ate this path up. Yeah, Carnage. So anyone, I think the Cosmics probably have a marked advantage here. They have so many buffs. But the nice thing about someone like Angela is you also have the constant regen, right? So that's why I say I like her. I don't know if we can pick our own paths, but if we can, so far I would like to take the path I just took, and then go over there. I think I've got it pretty ironed out. I'm pretty happy on this path, and then I don't know, section 3. I don't know. Is there like a path where they just let's see. Minor aspect of nightmares. I will take that. I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's too hard a path. It's fine. I will do it. I will do that path. So if we have any 4 Loki officers in here, I'll save you planning for one path. Just plan the other 9 paths. I've already got this one planned out. No, I'm just kidding. There's some paths in here that are just gonna suck. I feel like everybody's gonna be stuck with one super sucky path and maybe 2 manageable paths if you want to make it, you know, about even for everybody. Hela would be good. True, Hela would be good as well. Correct, yeah. Man, if you bring Hela and Angela too, you know? But make sure you can play Hela well, of course. Which alliance just got docked? There's a ban wave. Integral, I have no idea. I've been streaming. I didn't even know there was a ban wave. Crossbones will be legit here. Yeah, Crossbones will do well. Crossbones will do well. Who else would be good? I mean, this is one of the easier paths in this section, I feel like. And truth be told,
Medusa.
Oh, Medusa. Yeah, Medusa's going to be great. That's true. Truth be told, after, like, now that I'm getting a little more familiar with the map, it doesn't seem as daunting. Yeah, on day 5, the PIs are going to be crazy and all that, but, you know, everybody's kind of going to have to bring specialized champs, you know, for the paths they take, and
yeah,
it'll be fine. It's just there's some, of course. There's, like, you have to play around some Brawl. Brawl, is that Brawl Infinity Man? Or Power Gain?
No, yeah, the whole map's gonna be fine. It's just an adjustment period.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't seem too crazy. Was there anything else you guys wanted to see for now? I'm sure we might do a little more on tonight's stream. Anyone that's new and doesn't know, we stream at 11 p.m. Eastern, so we'll be back tonight for that. I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, but Brian may or may not also do that. We've got 5 days, so I'm sure there'll be, you know, a bunch of this testing. D-Dub, try day 5. We did day 5 with a few of the characters. It's not too bad. We tried day 5 for Corvus and a few peeps, Blade and Ghost Rider and a bunch of those. But Howard the Duck would wreck this path. Starts with 8 armors. That's true, Maniac. Let's get those Howards up. How often does he regen? What do you have to do with him to regen? Is it random?
It's at, like, I don't know. It's similar to Ultron, where there's like 2 percentage points of his health.
Gotcha.
Where he either gains the Thunderquack or his healing, or nothing, because it's not a 100% chance.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's so silly. That was like, so when he first came out, I remember that was the only thing that I didn't like about him, because I actually thought he was really cool when he first came out.
Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of, and the reason, because he was so, like, underwhelming, I kind of suspected that what's his name would be good, that Venom the Duck, because I didn't think they were gonna put two bad ducks out there. It's so disrespectful to the duck community, you know. So
yeah, well, I mean, they could have, because then the goose would have been really good.
That's true. Yeah. It really builds up hype for when he comes around. But you can change it to day 5. Yeah, we did a bunch of day 5, Mike. We did a bunch of day 5 as well. We were just testing different champs. So basically, the reason I did day 1 on this one was because I had to take that Omega with Vision, and so I didn't want the day 5 PI to get through that one.
When you go out of the, like, when you select the 3 things, what is that all about?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think there's any difference. I don't know. Oh, wait. Should I select a different one?
I don't even know what they do, because I've actually been selecting the first one the couple of times I went in there.
Dude, wouldn't it be crazy if like, the buffs were completely different for each BG? I just think every officer in this game would retire. There's no way. Villain of Tyranny, it's just, okay, the same.
It's variation 1, 2, and 3.
Minis look the same, right? There are some randomly generated ones, but they don't seem to be tied to that. So the ones around the boss and the mini are more random, it seems like. It seems like there's a couple different sets for this beta, but everything else looks. Ooh, Brawl. Ooh, was Brawl here before? Okay, well, in section 3, I know for sure this was encroaching stun. It's spiked armor on this map. Wait, are they randomly generated buffs? Node buffs? I hope not.
Ooh, that might be it.
Because
maybe it's gonna, at the start of the week, maybe it'll give us one of the 3.
Dude, if it's like that, well, okay, so I think what does seem to be different. So my thing is like, if it's different to where, okay, in BG1 this path is always spiked armor, in BG3 it's always this, fine. If it's random every single week for every single BG, holy butt.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the randomness, only because it is like,
it's a lot of work for the officers.
In the long run.
I wonder why they would give us 3 different variations. There is a shock path, TYY said, in variation 2.
Like I don't think I'd mind it if they did it, you know, maybe they changed it like once a month, the kind of the lanes and nodes kind of get mixed up or something like that.
Yeah.
But if it was like every day or even every week, I feel like I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, they're in completely
Alliance
different.
Quest is something you got to show up to, and sometimes you're busy and you just kind of have to, you know, hop in there without thinking too much and just take a couple fights that you're familiar with.
True. Some biohazard, some spiked armor. You know what? It's thorns. Oh, that's right, because people were saying thorns, and I was like, I didn't see any thorns on that one, but it was on one of the other maps. Interesting. Man, it almost seems like, I mean, if it is random, you're gonna have to have 10 dudes, and maybe some, like, let's say, I don't know, 2 or 3 of them have a way to deal with, you know, good solution to like spiked armor and thorns, and you know, everybody has like a sustainable champ to do stuff, and then you've got a lot of variety in the other stuff, so that when you get into the next section, you're like, okay, so who's going where? It's almost like war planning, you know, to where you kind of set people on those paths as you go. You know, that's kind of the, I don't know. Have to spectate before planning paths. That's the thing, dude. I feel bad for if it is random and it is, you know, like it keeps changing week to week, or dude, can you imagine if it was random per BG and it changed every day? Like, jeez.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how they. I don't think it's gonna be every day, because I think in map 5, how does it work right now? I think once the randomness sets in for the day, is it like that for the week? Actually, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Maybe it does change every day.
It'll be weird. It'll be interesting. I'm sure there's a beta form, I guess, right? So I got so many questions for them. Starting with, can I get more gold? But the other thing is, like, there's a bunch of questions as to how this stuff is gonna work. Smitty said, absolute resource drain unless there's T5B, and he said hi BG. I wouldn't be surprised if there was T5B or maybe, I don't know, this is just me thinking out loud, but maybe 6-star resources will start trickling into this T3C just in trace amounts. Who knows? Along with maybe an Act 6 release. But yeah, it's interesting, dude. It's again, having spent whatever, we've been streaming for a couple hours, almost 3. It gets less daunting the more you're in here, and you are gonna, you know, you're gonna have to be decently varied or versatile roster wise, and people should be ranking some for AQ now, which is nice. But it is a little bit, you know, it's gonna be a lot of work for the officers, and I do wonder how often it's gonna shift around and stuff. And I wonder what donations are gonna be like, because that, if they go up, man, that's gonna be, aside from the skill thing we were saying last night on the stream, there's a few things that separate, you know, top 20 alliances from or top whatever in AQ, whatever you want to be, high alliances from lower alliances. When there's a prestige push like this, for the longest time, it's been just prestige, right? How many R5s do you have? Who's got the highest prestige? You know, they're all about the same, whatever. This is going to bring a skill component into it. And then there's always the donation component that separate. Like, some people say, oh, I can't afford to do that. I've got the time to grind these resources. And some people say, no, I can't afford to do that. It's nice now that we're all kind of hitting, at the high end, we're hitting more like that rank 5 thing. And prestige isn't going to differentiate people as much. Now there's a skill component, which I'm kind of happy. It will spread the field some. And I was saying it last night, but I don't know. It's like, you know, if you're a top 20 alliance, like, I started talking about like the Pareto principle yesterday, and I feel like I lost half the audience. But it's one of those things where, you know, the top 1% should be putting in a majority, like a lot more effort than if you're like, well, I want to be in the top 10% in this game or the top 20%. You know, it's kind of because the rewards are good and it's got to be tough. But I feel bad for the officers. There is some like time-wise, you know, there's that has to be manageable because there's a lot of people who have families and work and all that. And even at NYCC, kind of speaking to Simon, it seemed like they were very aware of that, of the fact that you can't go on vacation without leaving your alliance, you know, because it's, you know, you just have to be in all the time. But what are donations for? They haven't announced them yet. They haven't announced it. Officers' lives are miserable already. That's true. I mean, dude, I just feel like everybody go home. Wasn't there like a commercial, like go home and hug your kids or something? Go to your alliance and hug your officers. I feel like, man, it's the kind of work that they put in, especially, I mean, any officers, but as you head towards the high end, it just gets nuts. So we need an officer appreciation day in this community.
It's kind of tough to distribute the load a little bit in a way, like for planning out these paths, you know? Yeah. Like, I don't know, unless all 10 people in your battle group can like jump on call or something, but even that would be a nightmare. Yeah,
we used to do that. We used to do calls for like in Discord for officer meetings, right, which helped quite a bit. And we used to do them a little bit for placement, a little bit for scouting paths, if you know, to kind of help make things a little bit easier. But yeah, it is kind of tough to do that, because if you need like more than like 3 or 4 people on call, like it's hard to line up everybody's schedules, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And you it's made to have 1 or 2 people telling everybody else what to do, because when you have a lot of voices, that gets muddied too, you know? Like you're like, oh, should we do this or this? Well, I don't know. What do you think? And you know, you have to have a couple dudes leading and saying, okay, here's what we're doing, you know? And everybody else kind of setting out, so. What's 4Loki's rank in War? We're at 12 in Plat 3. We were 3rd in Master when I checked, and nothing's changed. Just be 3rd in Master. But yeah, all right, you guys.
Clear, I know you said this a few times. I don't think there's going to be that many people running Map 7, and I don't think it's going to be a 5-day-a-week Map 7 thing. So
I agree. I think we'll have to shift the way that we think about this stuff. I don't know. It will be interesting to see if the top 3, let's say, are going to be running 7x5. Donations are going to have a lot to do with that. Difficulty too, because again, there are a lot of people at the high end who may have the prestige but may not be able to do 7x5. I don't know, cheaply, and do war and all that stuff. So it'll be interesting. We'll have to see, but. I don't know. It's fun. It's a fun new adventure. I was the same. You know, Wars takes up a good amount of time, but this is an exciting new thing, and hopefully it, as we kind of analyze our way through, it becomes more and more straightforward. So, and I think it will. There's a lot of answers left, or a lot of questions left to be answered, really. But guarantee you MMXIV runs 7x5. Do you think so? Here's Imperious one. There's definitely going to be a skill thing, right? You can item out. So you have to have 30 people that can run this stuff all the way. It's not just about donations. Map 6 was straightforward. Map 7 can have some trickiness. So those who have the skill and are willing to do that and to do the donation thing, and then they will. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I know it's tough when we're testing this stuff. We'll do more testing. We'll be back at 11. We'll dig in a little bit more. I know it's tough to kind of pay attention to all the chat when we're doing this stuff, but big thank you to Brian for jumping on. Hope this is a fun little preview. It'll be interesting to see
Thanks for having me.
What they do. But we'll be back tonight. Welcome to all the new peeps. Oh, dude, did I miss? Oh, no, I didn't. This will scroll down. Welcome to all the new peeps who subbed. Hope to see you at 11. If you're new, aren't in the Discord server, there's the link to the Discord server. That's where we announce all the streams and everything, where we post pictures of our food and our pets and such. And where all the fun happens. I hope you'll sub. I hope you join us tonight, and I will see you guys then. You guys are the best. Bye.